Ade ache bia no ndo aba pa unsima du no nan ene de mo fanche aile tun say pre-Easter Friday. Pre-Easter Friday. Today is Thursday, tomorrow is Good Friday. Minim say programs manager kraba me a show ochna dia. We live to yebe ho.
Fantini se me patado apem.
Nti yebe. Programs manager o me free day no.
Let's see if such are interesting issues about Ghana ebe kan. So it's a Ghana thing ebre.
To say your interesting issues there will continue.
Yes, by your monetary and say your issues more corner we have to share with our fellows Ghanaians.
We will be here.
And the ebewa say but so be answer Easter mood na say Good Friday just say who.
And then also am will be promotional studio ha.
Yes. Oh yeah. And then the way parliamentarians are before speaker. Exactly.
And
then they move and they one of the best shows not but they say but there will be battles. Some will win some lose some.
Battle in terms of lateness.
Exactly. Because the chairman sabons in the speaker, who said they are now friends. Battles we hope they will not come, but if they come to us American soldiers, they prepare, they hope for the best but they prepare for the worst. Say omo boka yenina so monka say wombra na say womba so they are prepared for it, but at least so far so very good. Of course you say anka yeni beje pa but e romance them sometimes it will be as
obi fie ni mu no atwere go me fie asem
kroma there. I mean a chronon channel, so you always have to be running against yourself and time.
If you ask them.
It's a very good morning.
To everyone watching us and listening to us.
Chilly sweet weather, chilly good sweet weather. Yeah, but calls for frog legs. You may say you frog legs. No, and I near 4.
Omo minim so omo we frog. Liberia for.
Yeah,
me name se Ghana for we frog.
Yeah, then you 4 legs. 4 legs. What than you say?
Yeah, 4 legs. A friend of 4 legs.
I saw 9 4. What down person 9 me no. Won't be charity say me because you need a natural cooling, natural heating system. I say natural heating system.
That is what you mean by.
Yeah, it calls for 4 legs, frog legs.
I don't know. Not now. Can I use any frog legs?
When I was saying sir, me say frog legs. Me say frog legs.
What's a frog legs?
What's a frog legs? What's idea now? A man or I say 2 tests and what's in the
TBB clear.
It's what Daniel saying. I calls for frog legs.
Mayencha Frances Punamani, Ibrahim Rahim, special good morning to you and thanks for joining us on Facebook. And of course, to everybody listening to us, Ibia UTA 103.9 megahertz, and now UTA online. Through an app. I know Oko Play Store. I'll be to me download the Unity Radio Worcester app. Ebi ahona UTA through yama watching UTA through modern Ghana and so yadin chairman. And as a UTA be through tuning and so asidani ade mau. Mo UTA through Menu Community Radio. Ewo Kokobra echem aprade ochirkrum fumeswa adakuja ache kwa mo krapa ejuswa samaya benkru. Ne akoko amon ne echem ni tikrum ba ro ene adini nyina nso yamamo aha ewo Ghana. And a very good morning to you. Ora friend say David Agbanyaga. David mejiri say umpom here. It's been a long time. Mejiri say ohoye Worcester for nyina the heart of the radio station. Yamamu nyina achen na yamamu nyina nso akwaba. Titiru ni Mr. Danso of Dan Auto Repairs. Anopa, special good morning to you. Not forgetting Dixon. Onwemu Anopa so yechiao ene abusuafo aka ni nyina. Maminchia mi ankasa Ofori. Masa me chacha me nkrofo. So Ofori you nipa na watcha no. Ofori nya me body sa. Me bodies na match Mr. Danso ne Dixon.
Ofori me papa.
Anti chane.
Ofori me chana pay.
Oye o kanti no your body ananze. Oye o kanti no your.
So bia the body, mission body no.
O person force man it born so.
So monti na branch. Ya to man.
O person force mo for it ways.
Ofori dey tell you oye kra na oye see.
E dey mam si mi tia na da chi mi toka na wa te so ama mi. Ya mi che Ofori.
Oye second in command o.
Ya 2IC.
It is that seen you are Ofori na
show. O Ghana ko vice marshal.
Oye Ghana ko vice president.
Exactly.
Nana Akufo-Addo. Baumia. Eti ba second in command no Baumia no.
Baumia Ofori
Baumia. Eti basa.
But no pay manya good news. I think I told you. I'm na makache manicho. So me ho no pay ye be start issue nti na ne ka ho ma me mood sisan ya late no nze there be na vibrant mood am start issue nkra na me tone wo fam kakra na yenu aba Augustine Akufo-Addo ya yenu aba Tina o Virginia there be ya na tissue so yenu aba from Ghana me na radio she started from I think Capital, she went to Kesben and yesan boy adwuma o Ashefe me nyina ene ade arehosam ni say ne anopay wanma yenya ntie se ne papa eda ya wan sorry nti yenu aba Augustine Akufo-Addo a Virginia ne papa Ephraim ya nti anopay yenyina ya raho because Tina is like more than a sister to me enye abrochiri me ni di frifie
no Kotoko Express so na no eduma Kotoko Express
there be Tina never worked for Kotoko Express
okay.
Now on Tina
benim no ba Kotoko ni de
anna bizaza obi papa Ephraim ne Solina Tina is a Kotoko, she's a die-hard Kotoko, but she executed her work professionally. She's unbiased when she's before the microphone. You know, it's one thing to be a fan or a supporter of a party or a football club, and it's another to do your job professionally.
That's right.
So what I say, because journalists will come hangina.
Yeah, consolina na
journalists will come hangina. America, omo mutna ABC, MSNBC, Fox, CNN, wherever. Obia on the party will belong. But the most important thing is when they sit before the microphone, they don't talk party. They talk the country in interest. And to say you Kotoko ni kra now you journalist. Obetina microphone echa mfa Kotoko no meye sports. Oh yes sir, na unye professional. You've got to be applauding Kotoko where it's due and criticizing them where it's due. Applauding has where it's due, criticizing where it's due. So yes sir, you do your work with due diligence, professionalism will be no problem.
I just say me could qualify me nka say you me person me who say Tina na me nim no na o kan ho asem ya na
na onim na dia na baby sam so Kotoko.
Asem na me bisa keke.
O se Tina na
sister Tina
programs manager so be analyze okasam because Tina asem dey oka
but me tiasia na person say other accolades because bo onim no but Kotoko na na be ka
Kotoko Tina na Kotoko Tina never identified herself as a Kotoko. Tina is a journalist.
Of course, so besides, we once said him say there's no way.
Tina now me nim no. Tina chese unim no.
No, I no nim no.
Tina for bebre. Tina pese.
Oh yeah, sure say you Kotoko na.
Unim Tina for bebre. Yama wa. Ufri kumasi na ba. Anza na bankan. Nanya kumasi na now ye. Oye radio. Unim Tina.
Masa o boys no kofom na kofom.
Hebi say.
Wa Tina fighter. Me say me yansi ye. Mba be yansi ye. Wo happen o boys akosho.
Obe dey ye.
Be yansi ye. Masa ewu. Masa that one sorry.
Africa Basman chairman.
Wa she.
Unim Africa ba.
I've didn't the matter about meeting him in person.
The whole Worcester best photographer. Any event organizer.
Michelle Funua 2018.
Say Akrano America anya Massachusetts America had here. No photographer be Antono Africa ba.
Yeah, you have some beautiful pictures in your room on the try. Yeah, auntie. They are huge. I say sure non fit try no this.
Also Wancha Kalusha. Also a chairman cho.
And they mean Beba no chan. Oh, Bema Africa ba Bema.
No, so I said that.
Okay.
Oh, open door. So open door. Grand Miss Mama no door.
Me sorry Anopa.
Me shut am Pemba. Me Pemba anti bia wadwa yo say.
And why charged up.
I was say,
yeah.
Anopa me the camera hand up.
The cassette na show the bed the Kalusha say na wa charge no.
And then Kalusha
they show they see an answer. The bonus stream. Yeah, it show go to you man kasa. It's a very beautiful show. What than than one ban.
Yeah, and one word from you, one word or a piece of
succulent. One word succulent
to Tina.
Oh, Tina, I'm just one word. I would say no time is right to lose a loved one. I remember so me ba man ye Lucy ye Brian, your friend Nana. Yeah, and it still resonates with me that time because me share near born common very lovable person. Then he had to go yeah. anytime I get to the workplace na be cemetery nipa kro the 80 years mpo at least losing that person when him say who once I be hu nipa kro no they be am ka say wada for Germany or ko Italy na wo Ghana pa e bia won hia ne biom but it resonates with you say one day they be ba e bia obeba fie mo we hu no. So to leave your dad in this moment there's no way you'll be a happy one. Nti Nebeka ne say shedding na time need I know it's too early. Me sure how much and answer no pain see and you are still in that mood, but I have our condolence, and at the right times when things happen you'll be there to support you in spirit and in self and any baby auntie yen shedding together with your husband have our condolence and a fruitful and good one. And it's yasem de and can say yasem de say manu chosi say kwan dem bra back where say no bra say me ko Virginia bia okay that ko say ni nya na obehu oba ne be ma ko oba wo
tina ye oba warifo
but said the husband together with the husband
okay
see how they will block the chances
what's it together with the husband
what say yasem de and can say bra I mean come and let's chat and I do way but to lose your dad there. I mean they are close to us. Your parents, your kids will be on bumper. I said some of these things should happen. We did 90, we did 85 in
yeah.
Me sitting, I'm an orphan, so I know how it's supposed to lose your parents, especially one of them. Now the auntie Charlie have our condolence. Now you're shedding.
Kaluja.
Po that's some media. I'm Mama Kai Mr. Masim. 2012.
Who was it me?
I say 2012.
No, who was it me?
I mean, I say 2012. Where you me da wana, you been your kitwa frame. Say, Papa, Adan the Bunkumso. Na Tina asemi okay. Ama me so maduna kwakoto sa danoso. 2012. I'm saying 8 October. Na you frame me.
2012, and I'm assuming Papa Fimu. So I think it was a year after Papa Fimu. Na afin I'm assuming Papa Fimu.
Yeah, and see, ono be. That's why I me say me call be talk card send me friend. And a card me the coffee be na a year sign.
Now we're in.
Na mo kruma.
America.
Yeah.
Oh, also 2012. But I would be me castle. Maybe the year 2003. Let me feel so 2000. So my father died way back before yours. Yeah.
And then imagine saying I'm a action na makoto card no be in a framing. Nti na sa card no say come different na come tie last voice. Nti ati na menim say onen papa di nkomo once na oto ni bankum so na onen di nkomo. Asem ba na asefim na bibi say sia now you put yourself in that person's shoes. Say no I say when anka towa simisa towa anka be den. Menu aba ya fasa kwani bisuda ni enim sa we sie ya na bia nipa one ne di nkomo na ya na de beti na what say wa order the bankum sa na ya de asma ya ni dodo bi aka de ya kan say shedding za me modu no covid time me de nanka san sense me de nanka pese beti bi wo ya dofo ho so kwa because emu ye de bia ye dwendwene ha ya re besi akọ na bibisa ebe tomu na say double silencer say odo yi wo two cases I say o hwe dida Rebecca can say shedding me do no em say mo odin ye pa na dia ebe so be kan say be kan umpai bom na emre so bom a wanu no ya fro na ya hwe no ha wonu ebusuafo ho sitie nti dia kan say shedding pa sister dida.
Okay, Unity Radio 103.9. My enche in Yabema Kwabna Kosovo. So in Kosovo.
Kosovo, yeah.
Yeah, Kosovo share. Osmin can't just watch out.
Hey, binya
Africa ba wan chow.
Okay.
Africa ba chairman.
Okay. But the
Kosovo friends I know their grandma friend.
And they self the way.
Huh?
I first say.
Yeah.
So we are the bro
self arrangement.
It's Kwabna Kosovo so chow. And Nana Boat in Canada. Nana so chow. Kwabna our friend in the media.
Okay.
And so Kosovo.
Kosovo, my body pa.
So he's a friend in the media.
Yeah, he's a friend.
Boy Juma pa.
Boy Juma.
Kwabna ye chow no pa jidi se ho ye.
No, boy be kwaway another FM station be no say ono Rokusheda high power. Dear radio lower.
Sentina me kase Kwabna ye a friend in the media.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Say you be kasa ama omo muntumi nkasa. Na Ghana yeye. You be speak truth to power.
That's right.
Now you're pushing penifonu to their best limits and abilities to deliver on their promises for the well-being of the people of the country. Because omaina nyame di free mono. Unyame amai talent say yen from pushing penifonu no mama omani yeye because omani yeye yenso yeye. Nana Boateng or Canada and so chame or se munyina obi anka ho nti obi anya 111 and we are square e ba mi nya 2 because David Agbanya gan so chame
1-1 draw
Bema ni nchame mani
Bema ni nyina nchame
na mani
nchame
exactly
okay busa Unity Radio 103.9 said ye kan no and ayeda ayare hosem kakra dia man isan say yenu aba Augustine Amakisi-Atta yanenu na eye programming ne papa Ephraim na ama ya asefem sem kakra ana ama nyina yera ho but ebe ne den na ya catch tin and say when we lose someone we love we must learn not to live without them but to live with the love they left behind eno na netina ye no wuche ti eno na by the Kindness Committee of Rich Road to School ye dey a motivational message na affect you obia olusu ne loved one say wo hwere obi ti say tina hwere ne papa ti say the master sisile twumasi enso ahwere ne maami a ne ye can say when you lose someone you love you must learn not to live without them but learn to live with the love they left behind. Timoma yen kai firi anipa na firi mu a okwa yen hu ni biem say oh yen hu ye maame biem yen hu ye papa biem in this respect maase a we lusu ni maame ne tena ono so lusu ni papa but let's live with them by remembering the love they left behind. Ni ana maame ne oye ni ana papa ne oye odo mo yi na di and agra na ni omu di how they brought you up, the love they showed you. Ama wenyina beduru baby a wadru no. Let those thoughts live with you. If you keep those thoughts with you, your parents or the loved one now with you no, they'll be in your life. And only a word of motivation. And then ayeda yenu about Augustine Amakisi-Atta elusu ne papa no. Yede ema yetie for. I mean, we don't know everybody who is lost a loved one. Nipa omutie bebre bia obi maame obi adamfo obi kra tumi hye obi kra no na ya adamfo no abe close kra chen na busuani so and somebody might have met somebody a wabon wa brabom than even the family so until if you lose somebody like that a hard to take but then your motivational message you know which and say when you lose someone you love please Emmanuel Nyesa, the person is gone forever. Don't learn to live without the person. Learn to live with the love, the memories the person left with you when the person was alive. Manu, quick one. Kalu, quick one, Yanko.
Yeah, I think it's self-explanatory in that regard. That they say everything happens for a reason. We're Christian, and when him say to die is even a blessing. Yeah.
And now, na me come book be no say. When someone you love like becomes a memory, all you've got to do is let the memory become your treasure.
Exactly. And it's true.
Let the memory and Nipani Jama becomes your treasure.
Yeah, that's why Nipa de Wonama, you are there, you have to make impact. You beji edin in a pace kakakra and leave an impact on this earth so that people will remember you for the right reasons. Yeah, you can say because nobody wants to be the party if you want. Somebody will love the party heading. But
Frances, let's say her heart goes out to Tina.
Oh, yes.
Who's the Frances?
Yes.
And Richie, they were going back and forth on Facebook. Yeah.
Baby. See,
I also saw Lusu ni papa in February. Yeah. But Frances, condolences to Tina. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. It's never can say think about the good times you spent with the person, and then the nyamo di jao in terms of you see if there's life after death and the background more smiley at the successes are well chalky due to your a relationship only in background. That's what we're saying. We lose a loved one. Biano. These are moments. Don't always gloss over the past, but see the silver lining in some of these things, and let the person smile in the grave. And then whatever has life will definitely die. I mean, it's natural justice. Yeah, inanimate objects. A pony table between last for the next 1,000 years. And baby crab but all things being called, I bet you I check come on, but nipe bibia a breathed year like plants in
whom I did be a bruni from a living thing.
It's supposed to grow. It's supposed to grow, and it's supposed at a point in time lose it. I mean, lose that last breath. I see the goodness that you spend with the people. I have testimonies because it's just short. People are among me sure more the things they told me, and they made a bomb a bra. I mean, they told me the next moment, sometimes they are angels. They come into our lives to leave us with some memories and to direct our paths. I see that one and let it resonate or let it be with you wherever you go. Say, in the midst of the storm, you find a way to calm yourself and remember those good moments so that you live with them for the rest of your life.
Kaluja.
Papa bi eja din papa wo chi na finimba aba beso se o papa we de na oyi oba ne mai die e be ya pa ti se o papa be ja legacy bi wo ho na se papa this is the time so I can just the this thing say, you know, odo a oyi building odo oyi di che na manfo se Mr. so Mr. so why ya papa no sa legacy no na this is the time say man ye fe na mani dinu suka na yembe se ebe ye na man dinu so akata na fidi ka se papa na dia papa be usa de ba ko se oye papa to aso na se ya echima no ebe boni a fidi the papa na oye nyina na aka ni na she because money ba ko pe etimi kata obi papa bebrebe a wa ye ni eso it when say papa obi at this time I say as you say, you know, the love no you need more. What I say, near the shed any munyam. Na but time to the baby as I say, ya na what done akumasu. Ye to me a bem. Na e basa na say or da asamadoa. No or bone se mum. No be mu but no or bone se mum. I say or sure no session say me mai meja adi papa. And I say me jama me jama chino. Man to tunasi. Make me assume me. I mean, so always go to uphold somebody's legacy that the person left behind, and in order for the family's treasure to tread on.
Okay, Abuja, Auntie Augustina Makisuatina, once again, our condolences, our deepest, in fact, condolences out to you. But remember that your daddy might have died, but the thing is, learn to live with the love he left behind. And only there, he beat me a catcher, because those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day, unseen, unheard, but always near, still loved. No. Abuja, and we stand bottom have temperature near 40 degrees. This year 40. Now, bear 40 for the most part, and the maximum will be near 47, and we are 3 o'clock. There is indications that no fan should be no pace but heavy rain, just few showers, just light few showers, 30% chance. No fan I copy say boy we are 2 na few cloudy and partly cloudy, and we are shada more and sunny. But the temperature you be 40s, you maximum 48. That will be around 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. and you up to 48. So that is how the weather looks like. Kai say weather report no right down. So down auto repairs adaruma and Anopa Biano. Oma yedi bro. Sports tidbit kakra bia ebetumi dia mama Anopa ni say Richard Kingston olele say nya dia ono order so da. Say Obekochi Ghana national team, the Black Stars. Now say na and say because say Olele ebi ono so betumi abe one of the coaches. So say it's never part of his dream. Say obetumi Abekochi Black Stars. Akwesi apia say I turned down Kotoko job. Obeka ya Kotoko Pama so okunodu no mo pe coach foforo. Na o say omo ba na so ye. But the nya ade a oje adwuma ne tum. And then omo akofa eye Mariano Barreto ono so ehwe eno so edie eno no Kumasi Asante Kotoko former coach Francis Steve Polak avow say or the Kotoko beko akogina aseniye ni nyina ne say Kumasi Asante Kotoko eda so de neka unpaid accident compensation na o say Kotoko for the man no Steve Polak say omo emfama no nti obeko akogina court na one Kotoko atwen na o ageno sika. This will be the first time taking legal action against my employer, and sometime in life you have to do and felt something has to be done. We need some Brekum Chelsea former coach near Sempa FM Moka Sanswa or the two. Just say, yeah, physically my right knee can't bend no more like my left knee. Also having a problem with my neck and back. And the accident I was no Kotoko na esen komo maniska onya hwe insurance hwe free mu mi and also edia ababeto idwa eno no beka na otwe awie ye de nsemi beto dwa about Ghana Division 1 Liga yakoboye na ewo Wamanafo Town Park eno na zone 1 match na eye Ofori-Atta no FC any Mighty Royals na ebo na fans attack match officials omo handle game no na eno and Confederations of African Football CAF strongly at the Krataba Bonte a condemn assault on referees in Ghana Division 1 League. Says Adiana Ekosono Ayadia are very, very, very disturbing. The image and integrity of football in Africa are very important. Part of this is due to the total respect for match officials and the role they play in our football. It's important that match officials feel fully protected and are free to apply the FIFA laws of the game without fear or prejudice. Reports from Ghana where a match official was assaulted are totally unacceptable. This behavior has no place in our football and cannot be tolerated. CAF wishes the match officials speedy recovery. Tianone Krata, Confederations of African Football CAF, Ediaba, Omode wishes officials are yabu almost was a Division 1 match in so well, not at the same time almost condemn the act of violence in the game of football na and so Eddie Ababitu Ija and African Cup of Nations qualifiers yedi two manim so far there teams mako aduonu 9 nyina no atumi ababeto dwa say yenya omo qualify na de aka as a mefanse aka just one country Benin and South Africa as say omo bo match bi na yehu omo mienu de obeba na so Sierra Leone for na omo dwane match no nti match no antumi ama so nti eno no ye ntumi hu se Benin na beba na Sierra Leone. But apart from that no teams are qualify for the AFCON year. Equatorial Guinea are qualify, Malawi are qualify, Ethiopia are qualify, Guinea-Bissau, Comoros Islands, Gambia and so are qualified, Zimbabwe are qualified, Sudan are qualified, Mauritania are qualified, Gabon are qualified, Guinea are qualified, Mali are qualified, Sanso and now my friends Burkina Faso ebebebi, Ghana ebebebi, Cameroon ebebebi, Cote d'Ivoire ebebebi, Tunisia ebebebi, Egypt ebebebi, Nigeria ebebebi, Algeria ebebebi, Morocco and Senegal. Name sa wo hwe said ye ewiase nyina ball ye fan say aman aduonu a na aduonu miensa mebubu din ya rank omo pa dia so far ne de say na FIFA rank ne ewiase nyina ball ni gina oman a oya de pa chese wo hwa favorite obetumi age African Cup of Nations no mebubu in order in which they can win ne odi kan ye Senegal de otoso mienu Morocco, Algeria toso miensa, Nigeria toso na, Egypt toso enum sanso na Tunisia toso nsia, Cote d'Ivoire toso nson, Cameroon toso nwotwe na Ghana ye number 9 ranked team na chese sisi ane de ohwa CAF nhihye mu no Ghana number 9 ranked team finalists as recently as 2015 na no team otoso du obetumi age Burkina Faso, Mali toso du baako, Guinea toso du mienu, Gabon toso edu 9 ewo Africa, Mauritania dunum, Sudan dunsia, Zimbabwe dunson, Gambia du enwotwe 19th position Comoros, Guinea-Bissau 20, Ethiopia 21, Malawi 22, Equatorial Guinea 23 in that order. Until one qualifier Benin or Sierra Leone and they join and make the list complete. Until senior also and so at no Manucho.
Yeah.
Quick one. And only Kalucha more just 7 minutes to share the sports stories within about 11 and I get it to politics no. I move on Ababeshe.
First one by Olele there, no. I saying that he has no intentions of coaching the Black Stars. I think it's an unfortunate one. Olele's experience can never be discounted. He's really been there, he's seen it all. no, a very experienced goalkeeper to it will be much more interesting to get him as a goalkeeper trainer. See, I say you encourage your local. Our local.
Rumors no so 1 or 2 be now. What pick you? Erling Haaland. Yes, this year the agent Akudu Barcelona. Contrary to the near Jonas Abrante no beko Real Madrid no. Manu Raiola, Alan de Barca. To call goal.com, a very credible. Goal say Raiola arrives in Barcelona for Haaland talks. Nti minim say no or so will be a report by last week say one Chelsea Asia and City and so make you offer and Madrid and so were linked into ne yes so akwaku pima Aguero so Manchester United are expressing interest. Yes, surprisingly, yes. Man U are expressing interest. Chelsea are expressing interest. And Amubisa Mikel Arteta ne say Arsenal only now ne Aguero na ye juma beko akofana na or say we live to see. Nti a man for interpret say Arsenal might also put up a fight for Aguero so signature. Nti Aguero so dia no. Sergio Ramos you say what is good for the goose is good for the gander. The other year Abrante friend say Mohamed Salah. Abra Real Madrid ne Liverpool share Champions League final. Says no, unfortunately, he's likely to miss. Until they say the Salah bed no hopa. Salah be your default. Ramos doubtful for Clasico and Liverpool clashes. Until almost pra. Until likely say Sergio Ramos to me more Liverpool game nibi. Na se kobasa dia the obedin kunim pa. Any Abrante friend say Mohamed Salah. Na and also edia ababitu idwa. And so and no na Sesiano Sergio Aguero so my infant to just say Paris Saint-Germain PSG Fonso so say omu ACC omo ekoba say Abrante a friend say Mbappe bekwa ombetumi akwakofa Aguero edno ababehye na nan mu nti isi Sergio Aguero no waye player City for so omo mpene de but he's not short of suitors so far according to the agent or say top teams 5 and they offer about for Aguero top teams 5 until now my question crowd maybe say why would they let him go on sansa until then Pep Guardiola want to me and kipuna mo jani sa maneko until that is it but before you move on yen fine round so matches a course so World Cup qualification might for the benefit of your listeners I be want to me nya daje anhwe bi e Europe World Cup qualifiers no but Emra the shocking result ever to have happened in the game. Ayebra team aye friend say North Macedonia. Ekokoshe or my friend say yeah Germany. North Macedonia. Na me Chelsea need ye. By enra dia Timo Werner ye no. Say me German fan ahon. Na na social media e truly obi e moke no. Bi e moke Timo Werner. Chance bi enro say no. Kalusha kra wa wo hye go Marsburg da. Sabo no de obehye nti yenra and results ni quickly group C Lithuania tena fi Italy shom 2-0 ana Bulgaria ne Northern Ireland obi anhye bi D ho no Bosnia etena fi France chen 1-0 Ukraine Kazakhstan bo 1-1 uko group F our World Cup qualifiers Europa Austria tena fi Denmark chen 4-0 Denmark are flying so high Moldova so etimi tena fi ma Israel chen 4-1 Scotland and the Faroe Islands Diano Ecoma Scotland 4-0 Group I Andorra Tenerife Hungary shan 4-1 England HR Poland 2-1 San Marino Tenerife Albania shan 2-0 Uko Group J Armenia share Romania 3-2 Hona shock nearby Germany etna Fio Ifie Emma North Macedonia shan 2-1 Liechtenstein also etna Fiema Iceland shan 4-1 International World Cup qualifiers I also Enra ti na eno so edie eno no enti manu quickly let's see at the time just sum it up in 1 or 2 minutes now.
First one Olele I think that you'll be useful to the Blasters since early days yet but anka goalkeeping department they will be of much use but Onaka say he doesn't intend to but I'm a bit disappointed if it comes to him it should be good to have him around the team. Like we say Akotoko wanted him. No, I don't know why that's annoying now. The thing is that they moved on. They've gone for Marino Barreto. If he didn't get the chance to coach her, let's.
He did, but he said he didn't take it.
Yeah, they gave it to him. And I mentioned Anopa Bosuo said the man, it was offered to him. He decided to. He turned it down. Then they went for Barreto.
Yeah.
Some of these things psychologically don't go down well with the team. Now, quite say, just say Barreto was the second choice near there. There's nothing wrong. He can still come and prove himself. But I mean, somebody and say, as a Kotoko person and a Kotoko man, you had reasons you did not accept. So let's it won't coach baby than you telling us this. Now, Polak, it's big news. Say Kotoko Sadia. I'm expecting Kotoko to respond and do the honorable thing. Modu baby amonya international status makofa Vinicius aba makofa Fabio Gama makofa Barreto at least munya some international exposure na yensu enim workman compensation na ade nipa krono se Kotoko no be prior na mo yi mani say you are not really doing it doesn't look good. I think Nana Ponsane Dr. Kwamiche they should really try to enter this one and do the right thing, because at the end of the day a team is in continuum. Sisi Kebia and Kaode Kotoko card, they will go and follow it and take the money. It is a monso guy will be proud under your watcher. And as you say in Kotoko, I'm expecting Kotoko to not sit over this and make one of those stories.
Because
I kept condemning the referee. No, I don't think it's enough. Condemning Kovomobo referee, I don't think it's enough.
It's association, no SECAF.
No, it's the right thing, but it's not enough.
Yeah. Say mother association on a bit
which is good. Until they show it behoves on them to challenge Ghana Football Association
to act swiftly.
Exactly, some of this
and severely
violence, and we don't want to condone. We share photos now. It's not good. It's not good. Why Bobby Mamuja Finimoba? We be born internal bleeding and why do you do this? 21st century, himself football is passion, but it's a primitive, non-dated, mundane behavior. I see a issue from me. I'm expecting GFA. I check, but maybe they are doing the right thing. But the team
by investigating and getting
team needs to be punished severely for having some of this. And Haaland there, so
your last pick.
Wow.
Your last pick.
Haaland. I think he's the hottest prospect now. And Amino Raila, he's a shrewd businessman. He's just doing the right thing. Obe maximizing the player in the comfort. So I think he can play in any team. It will be good. It's good now. Say about looks at Real Madrid is a bit like Adesical. So
I think Real Madrid. I am Mbappe more. More focused on Mbappe.
Exactly, but it will be good. Yeah, and they have the Diaz, they have the Vinicius. They think they have young charges for players. But to get Haaland, or rival team, you see what Neymar did, Ronaldinho did. It will be good in their set to have him. But Barcelona and Swanya, but it will be interesting because it comes to Bessica, Barcelona that they don't have the rate.
Messi contract. We so back
it will be good.
Can they pay?
In terms of money, it doesn't really look good, but maybe there will be a very good arrangement and they will sell some players.
Okay.
And it will be good. Barcelona, Laporte will really make a statement. So to me, Haaland to this team, and then another dynasty is here to come up again.
Kaluja.
Mr. Pep Guardiola.
About 2 minutes.
Yeah, Pep Guardiola. I'm saying. On team control players onya big ego and I say amanfo agye omatum with the likes of Eto odibiye no Yaya Toure odibiye no Ronaldinho odibiye no and as say ababetu Sergio Kun Aguero Brantin no the modi bombs or new 30s moon the ban wo hwe the modi mbo and then goal scoring abilities opo I don't think when right now no Man City for crowd strikers striking department the crowd no. Because I'm saying first nine or more born idea a bomb interview official Unyana I asked for Mario because you name rent can by sense in wing. Menko Akosiapia some okay should have I want the former Kotokoyan should shut up. You should shut up.
Akosiapia should shut up.
Yeah, you should come and say it because we your old player. Time with my first one is saying no coach Sudan, no coach Khartoum. What I say? Never before said baby coaching mama or former club. That's all pay you man. Coach what do you have to come and say the man I'm pay? It's any day. What do one has to do? Oh, some of that thing we are legend now why we coaching it. You should have done something. Senka baby kwa na baby ameboa team
omote oye interview and na rumors and central for bisanse yate se Kotoko approach you no can say yes it's true but or turning it down because of the pressure that comes with the Kotoko job but no kind of me say coaching job there say every coaching job comes with pressure
no blaster you want not pressure you Khartoum or corner pressure you want No.
Karela and the same.
That's why some teams are bigger.
Exactly. Into your pressure they will, baby. But you see, when you ask a question by journal, Ghana Yensia, it's not a gun to your neck. I agree with you. Questioning a man, yes, on your conjecture or the kind. But sometimes for the betterment of your own team, you don't bring that negative energy around the team. That's what more fire and a man. For me, credibility and the way Christ, damn, blast starts which is bigger. You say if what you're telling me, if I should go by that, it doesn't really wash. Say pressure and strength in a man, but blast as open.
Okay. Yeah, well, maybe
a man called Polak,
Steve
Ramos then say, oh dear, Liverpool. I say,
well,
Steve Polak.
I said you Ramos there. Hey, Steve Polak, there. I'm just looking at say Ghana insurance companies. Yeah, claims. I'm for quite to me claim more. One time, shortly, me free tech, and I'm campus and Baby Circle, a kidney teninia accident in you call police station, almost and cover reporting cover doctors Imra. And then on the chest, Kadamaya, minim. And see, I don't think, say, insurance and crown, a place and insure Mukrano, insurance company requires so almost your crowd with this ice cream, mom. A side time
be on the contract, because also your coach now sign a contractor. Or risk allowances and insurance is built with the team per your contract, so I think that
upon back home and I'm say accident now involved in we say by all means the team will go and take some money from the insurance companies. Now maybe sure 100% sure say Ghana insurance companies require Skarumuntia, when you accident to Ghana Power, say, on better Scar, Cocobis, or moment accident to Ghana, say, the partner do Senate and the Scarlet Baby Jones and Crown, a debate 10 years. And look at be a lawyer beer, nothing but dim power, and this can be pushes them to say Kotoko, a thing like Kotoko, Nasa, Iwe, Banas, Mutia, Scanima Polak, it's high time for them to learn. Because Abucha saying, accident this year, and not Omaba, no estimate, Bibiaho. Acha by 3 months time there near account sky na egu nsem wona me che no now okọ baby nti it's hard time say say big clubs no you are seeing advance until they have to also advance in their normal old glory and past glories no ni na twetwem no mo fa no
ba utie story no so a omo che se kotoko bass no kra na ni insurance o
okay.
It is an insurance that the team has to take it upon itself.
Oh, you are?
No,
yeah. Because how can a whole club like, you see, that is why we stop saying they say Sunday now you're discussing. Now, how can a whole club like Kotoko be driving the team bus and the team bus has no insurance?
Because of the nuance in Ghana, because some chemo will buy a crap. Oh, Kotoko, yes, so they don't do the right thing. They are giving free passage.
Oh, you are not what I say.
Oh, you are,
huh?
And a down.
Oh, you are here, you are. But for no, but for no moment to come. Until you are, here you are. Until you are, no.
Yeah, and to win a crowd, and yes, insurance companies in the interest. Kotoko Bass, according
to more insurance, or Mushi, no more booming. That time, I feel some more booming.
But if you did insure, and Kawi no Kauni coach.
I feel more boom and go so they be a try. I feel more boom and go so an accident in the
Kalutia, Mount Uchian accident. My say when you send his sanity.
Ghana insurance a crown. I say Coco insurance in
another thing altogether. But leave the insurance people aside. Where the team need be. Some will be no man now. The good insurance also there.
Okay, team ready for. I think Kotoko any house. Almost pass going. Almost fan to na. So revamp team no na push so many structures because they say no mercy areas no first 2020 and beyond no as a digitization is about you have to modernize your
time also
wanna make
our last story
you need power also the digitization light ben here be so
said you Ramos I never there because I
know that.
I am there in a way, but I said I never there because he's a heart of friends, Spain national team, and you should not
Liverpool. You only Spain national team.
Oh, we should not forget the fact that Euro 2020 this year. and one share.
No match in will be two-legged encounter. He will be fit to even finish the league. Momo match in will be a whole Denkwa manager. A whole Denkwa what they do Euros. Yes,
maybe also for this man.
Oh, Spain me from style of play. Yeah, from style of play. I never say football no. Ebi office player back where you. Oh, say you almost organize defenders. Your team more.
You've still not answered.
Me just have vindictive say obi proud we opposite side miti enya me deni akwa trap. Ebi crowd
we are fan there to there. Ebi o hatu to be show.
Debi mo susu mo mutasu na ebu akamusim.
Yeah, players
player we onya de na ye dey afamu. Now we dey Tasida.
Yes, Chelsea say team ene be boy na misuru say City. Ene be bona Aguero Amobia. Na me de papa.
When Manchester ko bona say Harry Maguire o ma na yemu de.
We player. On the Amobi kwa na me ya. Maguire. On the Amobi kwa na me.
Timo Bena John Maguire she goes what we be born.
No Timo Bena some candidate. Me one thing now. Me ana makasa o ye Germany nia. Me ye German fan pa.
Maguire is the savior of England.
Yeah, Maguire she
without him there. Omo dream na Montumunda. John Stones. I mean, flatters.
Enra John Stones chego horribly. Ena Timo Werner and Enra Manchester United was the winner. Come you player. Yeah. Maguire and share winning goal England.
But Germany
Timo Werner caused Germany's defeat. And then but
Stones was here, the honor system. It was a beautiful assist.
Unlockable player to so what chego tantan.
No, but happens in football. Always happen.
Oh, and Timo Werner the also happens.
The voice of the people.
Okay, we say hi Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo sini yedi si ona ya dan ho na afia ba behwe nsema ekoso ye my Ghana mu politically and ye be kwa kohwe coronavirus any Easter ye ba bi di o Ghana o mampani na nado danko Akufo-Addo ene news a de bra mu na yedi se mutie o se o ma police for to me say Easter we dey omonye very strict wa edge because coronavirus no it's on the ascendancy Ghana for ye ignore protocols mask wearing vaccine sukra yes ye be say conspiracy theories kwa na ekoso but in short o mampani any abre say Easter we there Ghana yenye ja ho kra because so hwa se sia coronavirus na ye didi agrona busuanfo ade na ehu chen se de na initially na yenyina yehu no se sia okọ France for 1 month almost a lockdown France almost atutu omu schools mu nyina nra ade na sound sorry serious America ha asan sorry my other state cry sign e close down inti ade no ayese ekofoma na amanfo jaguma na asan increase Germany is in lockdown England as they say anam kwan so lockdown no say 1 month na yasumebo yeah Boris Johnson is thinking of extending but inyamai inti abusia mama yenye careful we me faso dia kasa kire yen ayewo Worcester no mama yenye careful so mo hwe Americans say said there ade ni si corner is coming up strongly again very very well inti ade no obi hu said there see coronavirus no crowd it's getting out of hand like when everybody or when we think say all is getting well na boom na sorry. So, Tabuzu and Anado say Ghana, the police should be very strict. Fines in me say na ye can 50 Ghana fine near there. Now I'm hoping say police for no fabru nya ho. Enko we enkoko nam. Now say a GOB fine for breaking rules omo beji sika no na akwa aban ho na aban so tumi use sika no e dia aye bibi pa dia ma o man no. Nti ye behwe na akwa Henra Johnson Asiedu Nketia nsem o kan no Henra Council of Elders NDC omohia na Asiedu Nketia sa ba bonten asem o kan no enye se obetwe san wasan di nchiremu kura na aba mo se asem o kan no enye onu nkwa na asem o che se party ni na ene kodwen ho enti ye behwe sansem no say if this is what the party thinks for Ghana there na any say because party na nkasa hia mu Asiedu Nketia statement om de ba mo say Ofori-Atta a lame duck. Wabon wonim hwe chese adwuma no ntumi nye a wo say Ghana. But Akufo-Addo sisi ono ano pa omunyina na agitumu say decide say party decision say moma nenko said the beya ye betumi afa ho de winning power. Is that the way to go? Until now you feel say and Manucho gave Asiedu Nketia the benefit of the doubt. Say ko nebra biu, come and say something different and come and tell us something different, and he's back with something different. You better sa issue no Muntaka Council are making a damning revelation as to how some Nanado appointees wanted to meet with him privately. For what? Was say last vetting Obekaya eka say Muntaka na NDC Council so Okudzeto Ablakwa a sound alarm bin so okay.
Yes, I remember so well. Mahama Yariga crying.
Exactly. Now I say he didn't want that to happen again. Yeah. Now, why would somebody named as a minister want to meet with Muntaka or other leadership of NDC? Not just as Sadia, no, the
exactly.
The best Sadia in any room na na yedimu enso enkomo. These are some of the things. Now, Allotey Jacobs, NDC for so moyi ne dia ono so say we free NDC mudada no or babonten. Now, some are all Canadian. Manucho Nkwane betimi ate ase. O say ono Allotey Jacobs will be the last man to laugh. I know what is coming in 2024. What has Allotey Jacobs seen that some of us haven't?
Yeah.
Manucho synopsis. Then who are you here? Also no last person or best resan and ibeji sa.
Exactly. Shane brouhaha with NDC or just NDC omontumunda. They should forget.
Not just on any budget.
Exactly.
So NDC's downfall. In effect, you know,
he will be happy to see NDC fall. I mean, that is him. So after all that has happened.
Okay. Yeah. Kaluja, mami, Papa na dawa ni mnyadi. No na Manucho you so. Manucho anya LPM na jayi intimi to aso. Nti Manu. One of this segment we bring ye free sponsor. Ye transition to politics.
I say
your LPM no yeah.
Damco African Market. Damco African Market and Wholesale. Ye ka Damco African Market. African Market is dosun. But we nembi bo ma Damco yes ronko. Na wo call nom so a wo baba ka say Manucho di onjeje hoka. Onjeje hoka. Wo kwa won say a very spacious. One of the major things amo wo main street in 585 8785. Who do one no ma space I can say aha many royal do one say aha Manucho kayampa very spacious. I can turn everywhere between job for kwetwa mobile 360 twice before menya niam mepe na the more key product be and na they bia no say they have everything you can think of, everything Africa, because you call on you to be my friend Emporium anything African market from Diane cream maybe beer herbs maybe beer wobenyan wo honom but adeba kwema me nije pa e friend kan caliber wo do one man won kai bibia mpa ka say Manucho bo word be kan caliber anything yes some key a herb a natural tea power from Cote d'Ivoire about pressure while him say over pressure sometimes it's all for foreign drugs be me say omo potency here omo chan kra mo nkwan nti ebi on no for drugs no pressure kosho wa kofa by friend kan caliber a herb tea one niana one no ma go be say oppression over call doctor kra be say what have you been doing what's your secret believe you me your friend kan caliber nti wo call man we ko bisa omo san wo we phone you one say diabetes na there no wo ye we more times starch na there glucose so much glucose intake wo ye starch the carbohydrates mo no or phone 100% wheat we between there year wow early morning breakfast one obedi dance here fulani I mean African honey so hono or if you Mali if you Guinea pure African honey GMO once na ya won pian wa won ma say no we there enye na new way no obenya your there's amala Nigeria fufu uko obenya bi bamboo leaves fever in this corona times yes sorry you need when so take chances when you chance obetumi anya African have bitter wood so bologna ade ya memfe ndi agro kona kwaji na won nia na wetumi aye na bobolo cassava paste fish bi ho no me fa ba ko me kra me se me disan comment me amaso mu du kama wo de ba ko wetumi aye soup no we the bear 1 month you friend kuta fish wo do one man say me ti kuta fish bi Manucho bobo din kuta fish mu che me sa enam na oka no wa obe hu ne ekọ ewa dwane dried any wet one nya wo benya bi wo honom enti wo de konom anything you want from Africa we alata samina wo kai ko alata samina bi shea butter natural one bi nyina anything Africa or still about Liberia for the anything, any product you need from Liberia, from East Africa, South Africa, North Africa, be a product up in Obenya. Location there is 785 Main Street, 785 Main Street. What I say on my job from your direction, I'll do a permit me at you. What pie right? I'll be Spanish shop you on Mamuya ties in there. They would want to know which well, let Jones said this is the new Danco African market on wholesale. Open saw from us, maybe I would area about 2 years.
Okay.
We bet me from store number no. On better it is the answer. Come maybe a person your mobile products and some work on 774-243-51. Sorry, 7151. Me send Sibium 774. Any the money I see code the baby I'm sending for the one kai crobekai. Number next say 243-7151. 243-7151. Another number friend no say Jankofo Jinasne nkwa obetumi nya madam ankasa so
na wo de ye ja dankwa commercial ma wo de be fa program
ni danko se ma ko Africa market be brave but danko de me pese me bo product
so mo ni o ma no so efo
se we no
abeti mo ni o ma ba
efo sa abeti
enti wo pa che se Africa store bia
nya se obetu kwa ko be bia se
me product
efo sa abeti me fa number 1 2 2 number de ye busy nti second one so nya pa 401 952-6309 401-952-6301.
The German
new African Danko market.
Okay, Kaluja, Yanko.
Dan auto repairs.
Mr. Danso.
Mr. Danso.
Oh, your country.
Oh, put it.
Such as all your country, no catches all your dear.
Feminine woman, person with feminine coffee man.
Dan
auto repairs. Opo say oh uta
so say vim na de kan uta onim de nti o kan uta no kuta fish na kan kan tirim sa na no koto bi bon kwan no ka kire me kuta fish o kan kuta fish na on so ye wusta no be ku
se me jini di
o ba da ne wuta
na gro penhwe ye ko weekend me ni agia ma me ni on de ye be ye niam bebre
Opo so wo usta mpotem ha si na se o ka say na so pese ka ni jane na so pa ye pa one place be dan auto repairs na opo where Ghana for bebe omu ji so omka na omu change fabra dan betimi Mr. Dan na so betimi ahwama o ka shaft ebu bra obetimi routers wo ka no mu enye bra o brace and enche bra why you change medical canada na opo car engine cry mba djuma ye na pese ye overhauling of the engine na yes engine bi bia kama bra masa dan so na onye bibia kama ma na o car no enja road say emu na o spark here na jiso na esunu asesa na bibia tumi I kama. So pay masa dan so 45 Fremont Street. Ewo Worcester has here. Na number ni 508-335-2667. Number ni mesati mu bi 508-335-2667. Se oka ehun atichima na so person oka ni ejan na so a baby ba ko pe Dan Auto Repairs.
Okay, Dan Auto Repairs there no na yede ba ku bi ka ho ani mienu bi na afi ya tojuma de no so yede asada kese so ma KM Raf Roofing se wasi dan wo Ghana na afi na obesa obo dan no so amepa chew tire kan yi dan si enye den nye ya se esobo da bi amanu choka because we wi dan decorate na edan ni start si enyunu a ha adwen se dan obeboso na ebecha ejina nioma ye de beboso enchensen papa ye de beboso se kala no ebepa na empa ejina coating no so enu nti na mekanfo KM Ralph ede amount se enen nkasa so na omo dan so ma yenim no yagina di coloring coating bibi obe na kama na nchensen no so size a ope no eno no de be ma ebi mu ho a omukọ omunimu nti ebu omoda bia onim so 2.45 ni ama no 0.35 na ya juice kakraka KM Ralph Roofing obema the right size, the right coating, the right coloring na nchensen no so wa guarantee bia ope isan se oye adwuma pa 0549 315774 0549 315774 ofrena unsa be kano na onno akasa Vodafone ye 020 215 4132 020 215 4132 32 na ene no enkasa KM Raf Roofing yetene so ane asore yede aseda PSC nso Emma Raf G-Man Driving School so we Ghana ni ba mapa na wo Worcester county ha na open driver's license there na software German Ghana ni ba wachire driving ewo Germany France Holland and odi abe PM krum ha nyame adom abie driving school kese ose twi na wote enkran na wote aigbe na wote hausa oye multi language man otikasa bia nti ene yo software German kasa 774 329 3271 774 329 3271 na Raf G-Man Driving School enso mwa na bibia ntumi konkan emfa ema enyumako wenum nyina ataichi ena yede dwumadi bro ye move on straight into action man sha say free kalusha mama pani na nado danko Akufo-Addo aso ye na sha say free with the COVID-19 yes Ghana for the COVID need dia grow so uti o mampani ankasa address the nation and he did talk about the fact that the police should be more firm and stricter. Why? Bet you be they should deal with you according to the laws. And I listened to the police officers where they were saying, "Say, my inactive fines be near day and chiwa 50 Ghana near day." Meaning coronavirus Ghana for near the diagro. But at the end of Seja, I just give an instance where France they've gone into 1 month lockdown. School BBR. Germany is still in lockdown, UK is in lockdown, but Ghana said the diagram, meaning this new measure, what your take will be from the president.
I'm saying there's a step in the right direction. I'm saying that virus way by Ghana for maybe the diagram say it's ka 4 years a boom crashes malaria and a malaria draw it will go down. Now they back I'm saying human nature. Opom says vaccine by na omo vaccine. But when you pack off a baby, vaccine, I say, they don't want to wear their masks. Oh, now they back where they have to educate the masses and they say that a friend saying, AstraZeneca, more one first dose, AstraZeneca, no first dose and second dosage, friend says, efficacy rate and then death rate. And now a severe sickness rate. Now, AstraZeneca. Friends, almost efficacy rate, I'm saying 80% or something. Yeah. And a death rate, and severe, and also a can be. The American efficacy, so yeah, betting their war, but say bet my John Qua, and I say Obuno, and also another board game. What I say, I dare say a month for efficacy rate low, but death and severe, low now, no, count or what. Before you want to say, we are required to be war, and only a Johnson & Johnson. The efficacy rate is very low, but the severe and death rate, are very high. I'm saying 85%. And so, I'm all for everybody lose on God. As I say, vaccine number, and the official vaccine will be. Now, the back sign on Kofona, in Kofobidi UK, and say, that new variant now, banana, it be a South Africa, Brazil. Now, no cry said, deadly, now, the back say, because among for scientists were in the rush to have what they call vaccine for the virus. That variant now, I imagine right now, the Brazilian one, the British one, and the South African one. They don't even know have what do you call it? The data to even know the trend and the mode. Say, does it kill or it does not kill? No, and also another ball game. I dare man Basu say, another variant is also. Transmission rate higher than this COVID what I say. And the new variant now I say Dr. Fachi Momokasa, they are putting more emphasis say the new variant is even serious more than the virus by itself. Into po enyem say I don't know because nipa baby affairs now call say a man for show max obeko na kakra na o ma yere jaw max I don't say nose max though but na nipa na kakra na ya atuna body ase opo se anhwe ne ye ne anka ne ye a adin de ebeko no no beko Akufo-Addo am say tama virus e ba no obon ho modern opo am say tama start here tama ye kra beko lockdown o di kan lockdown am say
Masa menko homa me yanko kasam menko homa yanko kasam
me say high time
no bia on the car every police is in his car police ni bia at the cam
I mean say
Ghana police
but omo corporation omo the car na eko ana omo the car mpa be for no omo team and obia body camera ni bi okay it is a group no ye ma omo name
wakan yate
eti opo Mr. President the man one mandate to say omo nkoko bo adwuma kama say obi obedi nsehunu bia na ye ya chirintum it's high time say please for no ya ma omo sa akonya we no omo fa nko rough off Ghana please for there ebi mu bo adwuma mu sum bo adwuma ebi ya na akwajiska kata say akwajiska bribe o da ahye ne botom o man panyin say ochi obi a ma no endi no ma so man nkoko say o pro ye funu because please for BP o me funu too much and yes sir yare ne spread ya na bia ba kan o be kan obusuafo o jiska na akoko kotokomu na bi ko kan bia se bi o babi ana o yiri bi ana obusuani bia won na be hu se why adwuma boni what I'm saying say president waka but say please for no dey be adwuma no it's another ball game
Kalu yadase Marujo memra so na yenhwe omampani Akufo-Addo I expressed regret about how government failed to protect the gains made in the fight against COVID prior to the Christmas festivities for the active cases to spike afterwards. In TCCano, he says they are going to be strict. Now, he made this known in Easter message to Ghanaians in a nationwide broadcast NRA. Now, these are some of the excerpts. Also, the Ghana Police Service will ensure strict conformity with the restrictions, and anyone found to be flouting them will be dealt with in accordance with the laws. We also how the gains we made prior to last year's Christmas, where our active case count stood in the hundreds, were eroded because of our failure to continue to adhere to protocols. Collectively, we have since worked hard to ensure a marked reduction in the number of active cases, and government together with the security services will make sure that this time the gains are protected. We realize it's a Christmas, no? People flouted and the surge came after. But this time around, Omun Lusu Gad, he's directed the police service to be very strict and firm.
I hope it happens, but sometimes, I see a little bit of hypocrisy in there. Say, oh, this share just Christmas. The political activities prior to the Christmas also gave us a lot of bad news. And I think I'm also increasing the power. But anytime they are making some of these deductions, some way we should fight it collectively as a country. Which are just like Okan, first very and just around March. Or Norway by
90,000 active cases.
Yeah, 90,000. 1,777 active cases. Yeah. But over the time, 90,000.
90,000.
Yeah, but since actively no more
1775.
Yes, in a Ghana crowd, but we deal with what we are being given by the National Health.
Ghana because the testings and everything
is suspect. It's an American because Obi Krabu and then I see and you test now. yen to men fan can was COVID. I'm sure Kroma Krambe until you are tested, it can be proven there. But it made emphatic statements. You see, Dennis already saw and say has regretted that the gains that we made in eroding in.
So it's an admission of
error. That yes, started here when we were chasing the virus. I mean, everybody around the person is being near but all those things are relaxing for now. World Health winner, they were praising Ghana. Ghana is one of the countries they think that our COVID fight was very, very good. Say and yes, we are in a Bra hospital, but you rather look for once you get household name and they bet your matter somewhere quarantine money are there. But I think all those gains have been lost. Luckily, there's still time. Unfortunately, 10 years we are seeing it has started coming up again. We share Christmas near the night was even West crowded. Some of masquerade near the they had to go on the street. They didn't have face masks. We lost our grip went down. We lost our grip on the whole fight. This time too, no, it's Easter and came very solemn. Jesus say, but the Monday people tend to over party. So this time around, why enforces say police phone say do the right thing. Make sure that you prevent some of these things. I don't believe in violence, but find means that people you educate the people that don't come out. Now about and so then do the right thing. The government the president has empowered you that in any case, as I sorry very answerable for BIM, you need to progress for the Ghana. At least with the borders you are doing well, testing there. But I see you do herd immunity, community spread so more. I think it's a call in the right direction. It's a honest admission that you see a grip. We want to tackle it again. And Easter is one of the major prone moments. The police should help us in that regard. They become as a nipa there. He always wants the easier way out. I don't think death is enough to scare a black man. Anybody but black men one put there too much. Or who say even in the Astro City and there are people in Ghana, they don't believe the disease is still there. Because we be the pen we are and so be ayare. So they and those are the carriers are more transmitted there. To be solemn in your celebration, stick to the protocols, social distancing there. And those in authority, for us we can only have our way, our say. But police for no any security agencies help the president in this fight. He's giving you the mandate to make sure that people adhere strictly to the protocols. And beyond that, even car accidents are there so be more. Tackle COVID like car accidents like COVID. So that's we are there way. See a Easter celebration way 1 week on. I see a number now up from 1,775. It will have about 800 and now we are. Then you know that the battle has been half won. We don't have to allow some of these things to go because idea COVID doesn't have legs. Human beings carry them around. So you make sure that if you restrict the human beings and you don't go to places, unnecessary places, it's not important. Stay in your home and have a solemn way. Talk to people on phone near there. Do video calls. That will not transmit the virus. But going to meet the person, physical contact, you could near there. President Aka, stay in your home. They've given you the holidays, all right. From Ochina, a holiday till Monday to a holiday, Tuesday. Then you start your life again. Next year, I say, I don't know you're in one man. What will happen? You say, I'm not me vaccine. We're still in those experimental stages. But your bomb say next year Easter day. Next you want one of us I agree. Last year you celebrity. This year the same thing. The only way if you want to enjoy our Easters and stuff is for the disease to go down. You take yes, then the next 5 years there will not be any cool Easter for you. So the only way to let these celebrations come on is to curb it. The only way to curb it is to restrain yourself to now. I believe strongly say next year there near to be to me but for now we are pleading and imploring everyone in Ghana say just stay with your family and enjoy it. Don't travel anywhere. That's the whole idea. Make you quiet. Stay in your own churches and have beautiful ceremonies. Jesus also in Quebec said this time around there's a disease which is plaguing us, and it will make Ghana a beautiful place. So I agree with the president. The police should take charge, but the authority or the responsibility beholds on us as Ghanaians. We shouldn't be chased to do the right thing. Know that Yarena Ba, you read. So don't go out there to misbehave. Stay, go and buy your food, be with your family, and enjoy.
But in as much as I agree with you on your call, I think that we should be to a police for more.
Exactly. Yes. Oh, I agree
because
with you.
Because they are Ghana for there.
I agree with you. Said those times I'm a driver and a junior castle police for one on mountain barrier near there. And the bedroom chain room there, Sikaji near there. In their bit, once power is given to people, it's an avenue for others to also
make money
out of it.
Yeah.
That thing is so much in Africa. We know bits na baby say ensure that people don't go through this door. Mambo be in Remono. That is the time of say, okay, remember pay Rema, I have to increase the palm. It shouldn't have been the case. Once you are put there, they expect a sense of responsibility. And you be tina border, Wolo Ghana. They expecting to say, make sure requisite. You've been given that sense of responsibility. But then they are the opposite. Say, Nipani be pie. Oh, na it will be an Ubisanta maybe stress and go for Chromo Moody Star. You see, sometimes very flimsy. Then the policeman, that's what it's your mono. Then they will sometimes take money from them near there. Where you know, solution is simple. Sometimes from good jail, let them clean the streets.
Yeah.
That is near there. Mom community service. Run about near there. Community service. Separate them 1 hour, 2 hours. Who does I need trauma? We are near. Come on, go home. Come on, go home. But we are expecting them that don't be taking remuneration. I mean, you just can't think of one guy at the police. They are the bigger problem now. Say, and we are begging them that make sure say don't let the president live in vain. Once I did born my way, yeah, we have a chance so we need scout. But we be saying it. Yare na ba. Nipa kron pe bimpa ya. What is say we nye bio. Ne ya into your quarter ko spread it. We know people like that. Yare be chroma cry here. Obi for elevator. Then he tries to spit on the numbers in there. Just because we feel say menya de binum sunya
obi kra no deliver nyoma
exactly
or to tinte so my camera channel
so that those nipa won't be infinity ni enyamo police for say help us in that direction that such people will always come out, but make sure that sikajeni adiani should not lead you in some of these things. At least once think of your motherland. That nipa war because of who they are jebeya. So we expect everybody to be responsible this time around. Nipa na a fair sense of responsibility. Those the gatekeepers to make sure that they do it very well. Those around town Bibiano. Make this one a very beautiful one. Say after 1 month after celebrating Easter, we say, oh, Ghana number say go from. Who wouldn't be happy? I think the whole world will be happy, and we as Ghanaians will be happy. Because for us young person will be fie. Into Moye saying that by June, July, a lot of Ghanaians will be coming back home to celebrate with you. But Muamma Mboni Yena say, Mobre Yena say, Yarno Koshra, you will not even get that your friend, your uncle, your brother coming home back home about $1 be at the. So let's look at the bigger picture and forget this little celebration. Police, the people, let's be Salam, a mild celebration. Believe you me, next year I believe it shall be well. But this season, dear. President Akasa at least respect him for once. Okay.
Unity Radio 103.9. Yemfa enidima ye Ghana mampeni na sama waka na yenhu se ye di enidima ye mampeni no na ye ankasa nso ye boy ye ho ban every yarwa I friend say coronavirus isanze it's under ascendancy eti unama misro show o mask memfa masking India grow try and social distance. But masking here ye pa enti mama yemfeniagro. That is what the president has said. Say Ghana ye lose guard during the Christmas and the nya surge, but Easter we nya dia ye be jeja ehun sa na o Ghana now through Menu community radio ashan so say the police have the mandate to arrest you. See share now mask and number sabasa na mo agada bebre ni ade the law will take its course. Timonsha no so na yiniso na yedimra no so a Ghana na ye pese yeye no eyeye a enye ma na adonko a eyeye ma ye nyina as Ghanaians, because Ghana it's for all of us. Utie Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo so and Osugua Utie na yenkɔ other issues, but before that Kofi Wayo my bibi kakra na ja yemfa home na yemeto aso.
Look here my friend, our problem is our leaders. You remember our great-great-grandmother? Yeah, Santwa. Did she depend on World Bank? Did she depend on Abrofo? She didn't. Right? And you change. Oduman Kuma Chodiompong, Woso, Otutu Tata, Baba Bibi Baba. You don't stand up for your rights. Democracy means if you do not criticize your condition, you understand, you're a traitor to the nation. Go see the council. Go and see the people they got there. Dr. Kwame Naminimshi, he's there. Professor Dr. Mwasam Kwana Mishai, he's there. Dr. Professor Emeritus Kitwabiana Miredi, he's there. Nana Kuntumpo the first, he's there. You know, Evangelist, Bishop, Asori Sikakwana Miria, they're there. You know, they don't do nothing for you. We have no water. We have no light. Look, a small road they're building. They can't do it. From Accra to Kumasi should be a 4-lane highway. And I'll build it because I know how to build it.
I'll build it because I know how to build it. Kalusha, untimin sorry free camera. So say, yes, our programs manager no be a problem. Maru.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, share other issues and at that point, NDC in some mostly, and then never heard the caucus in Parliament. But before that, yeah, Papa, a friend said, events, we need events,
Allotey Jacobs, yes.
Yeah. Allotey Jacobs, at the assembly about to just say, unim nieba na ono na ni beji obesere pa de bande Allotey ankanche. Manu, what is happening between Allotey Jacobs and the NDC?
Well, I think it's been going on. It's been going on now. NDC finally felt that he goes on Okotena FM station so and some Okikano is not really in their favor. We see Omuwini, Omolusi elections in America 2016 Allotey Jacobs Castle on MDC communication team no. Time Mofa, especially Mofa Sami Jemfi as the head of communication director. No, so on there. He is not one of their communicators. But it's all station. You've got a social commentator with strong leanings towards the NDC. I say it's seen as an NDC person who should push the agenda, but he decided that no, I'm there to do some of the job against TIA. As I make us say A, B, I make us say B, but more biases. Say me NDC. But NDC also felt that others come there as political animals. So no MPP. We weigh CPP, we saying MPP to mean 2 people, NDC 1. And Allotey Jacobs is supposed to help the NDC personnel to argue on issues. They were not happy, they told him to stay off near there. It went on for some time. Almost suspended because he started saying things against those in authority. The Sami Jemfi and co. Later on, Abeka said, I've resigned. I've resigned from the party. I'm not more a member. Yes. A week on, they said they've expelled him. I think it's ongoing. Yes, a video be crack with some women in Central Region. Like I say, you shouldn't sit somewhere to mention their name again. Yeah, which in principle I agree.
I say bring our car. NDC communicator tells Allotey Jacobs.
In principle, I agree. They can say, but it's not right to because me meeting about NDC. It's a Ghanaian. If it's about NDC and he has issue. We can talk about it. Why will you tell somebody that on to mean boarding Kasim? And then they sang Kamunga will be on the NDC card be our gun. We shouldn't use NDC in his analysis. But in any case, once I had quite moral, ethical, and story. At the end of the day, where I have a little problem with Allotey is that it looks like he's talking like a peeved man, someone who is so hurt, and very angry because. At this point, with your party, man.
Onion is a beer. When who knew man, a party, he's been there for long, and we say the party is not going in the right direction. We need to speak up and make things right, and maybe people are trying to also stop him.
You know, when it would have made a lot of, I would have agreed to this assertion that if he was part of them,
NDC communicator
by me, it's still a property in my possession.
Okay.
That the party
so you are still a member of the party.
Exactly. I'm saying that when you get to this level, there are a lot, and I'm saying on authority. My senior elder brother, Allotey Jacobs, when we talk about people who have benefited tremendously and has had all the opportunity. I've been with him at NEC. I have had opportunity.
What are some of the benefits when you're from the party?
I'm not here to come and speak about Allotey Jacobs.
Once the topic has been raised, we have to talk about it.
I am speaking to issues and what I want to say on this platform.
Victor Minchawano, what benefit on benefit pa party.
What I want to say.
What are some of the benefits Akwama Allotey.
I am a party executive before, and continue to be part of the national communication team. And for that matter, I know what to say and what not to say.
Okay.
So I respect your question.
Okay.
But I equally have the right to tell you what I want to say.
Okay.
So I'm saying on authority that when it comes to benefits from Wadon Amanyoko, now you benefited from Amanyoko from A to Z. My elder brother, maybe I don't know, maybe he could give that to me because looking at his age, I won't doubt it. When I am Allotey Jacob's son, or my father has been one of the people who have benefited tremendously for party positions he has held in this party.
In terms of party positions, and I say be an acquisition of wealth, and I said then what kind of benefits?
All I'm saying is that deeper that's any you get into an institution, or how we you are not here because you just want to be here. You are here working for a purpose. I'm here working for the station. I'm here working for myself. Exactly. Despite the fact you are party executive, you are not on payroll. Let me be frank with you. Despite the fact that I'm working here, no, I'm being paid at the end of every month because of the work that I am doing. Aside you taking a salary for the work you're doing, there are other few incentives. I don't receive any incentives. No. I'm not a kid. I'm not receiving for the mere fact you are even a staff of the ship house. Just a mere staff. Give me that. And the look at you even in public. Those who know who you are.
And Kalu, a big Kasanowa Bakono no NDC communicators no. Now Kasa Allotey a peeved, you know. These are some of the comments. Omoko Radio Swa as a communicators no be a person the Allotey fans.
Yes.
Now where the boy here 2 days ago
yeah.
Now Allotey Jacobs nanka so aye dey.
Ako Peace FM.
Yeah. Ako kasa. Osi onim de eba. Osi I know what's coming in 2024. No nipa obesre papa. Nani beji papa. Na I don't know mama bisa say what is really going on between NDC and Allotey Jacobs to the point is omuntu says here. I say Oma take it two and but yenti Allotey Jacobs.
They go phone today.
No pay. That's right.
The former Central Regional Minister. The suspended. Erba.
Sorry.
The suspended. I sack myself. Finally sacked. Allotey Jacobs. Run.
Santana will see you.
Abum.
Ended that until the Obo Media was the man premier.
Wait.
Oh, guy. And the Ibis of Common there. A great them. I mean, if you are born was the machine.
Why not nobody?
Get the be our organizing one. What's up? One for go Jefo was the Dungeon Ninja.
What would the
national Obo Media premier? Never end that. Come now, name.
What would the other them?
Was it there? Mercy party, Mr. Mama Bay chairman, Mr. Mama is in Mr. Betty chairman or na Amafa when you wanna walk under Mansaman. So when you wanna work at Allotey, that you know.
Wait, what party?
Was it there meat 150? 150,000 meat pie.
Ow.
You know.
I got to meat pie 150,000.
What's the more budget? I mean, 150,000 meat pie more. What to know what man? What did you articulate him? What the bar? NDC campaign launch.
Now, I hear the man.
In the crossfire, he is a different ball game altogether. Now, Kwame, Enyima,
Obi that
campaign launching.
Hey, Obi that send them. Our Ghana web angry NDC women invoke curses on Allotey Jacobs in Cape Coast.
ne enyima wɔfrɛ me ni ofite osaa ablofo manche.
Now what's a branch women organizer of Cape Coast South Ekuya Halam 1 year waka into there NDC fankasa.
Oh me pede onye NDC fo me se da was the denchem ni chefo no was the boom du an snaps nze bia na moda denchem baba medium obi sim samba no say number say NDC wa ebi no so see there two articulators of meat pie amala kwami campaign launch po ye budget wa ye mankan mo ye sika yakaji wo president Mahaman Julius Zebra or your regional minister Kwekuri Kisegi no kaji now all this verse now so these stories goes on but it's a fight. I will not talk about it now. Let me say all shall pass. Inima in choco, arrow glass, oh yeah, Carl over Fokon, watch over Nichi, all shall pass. Then I'll be the last person who will laugh. The last laughing man, Kwame. My professor Amo. There, I'll be the last man to laugh. Because I know what is coming in 2024.
Allotey.
Allotey
awabundia.
Yes. Debia ngrafo se jatun mulod debia mulod o mo ka mi nya controversy. Some
This FM 104.3 Muntaka.
Eno ya Allotey na yenti de na
Kan.
Ahanya kan dia no. Ye tie duabo no. E ma no anura amoso bu Allotey dua no. Okay, Dimanu, any Kalu. The question no, Allotey. Intina o kase Allotey feels bitter.
Yes.
Yafa nkusia ni ade ni mpraye. Man doso.
Oh yes, I've watched
the
video.
Organized, yeah. Omo doso pa.
Say Omojano Kaina, they don't want him to talk about NDC.
Yeah, Pranechi.
Yeah, Pranechi. I mean, also we jai no so much spelling until Ali said there's a double stamp.
And Bonidia.
Yeah, say he shouldn't talk about them again. What's your way now? I say Allotey. You better back NDC assembly. You better back NDC assembly. Wherever platform you get, try to propagate your own self or where you want to be.
So what is going on? You come to a political. You join a political party with the aims, the ideologies and principles, just like you said yesterday.
Yes.
In Tinamaba, you work your way up. You become
regional chairman.
Now Juma, Kosora, and then
ECG board member.
ECG, why regional? He was the regional minister.
Chairman, regional chairman.
But Kwame cannot say former regional minister.
No, near Kwame Nadanka.
Oh, Kwame Nadanka. Yeah, and then he gets to a point. After the Allotey. Ababeye NDC Tanfo.
Yes.
There's a more than bitter war between
Allotey and NDC. Yes. I've listened
to the
Allotey.
point that Allotey is being cursed. Am I to snap up near the video? Yeah.
That's how say shouldn't talk about them. So
they using schnapps, crocodile X, or crocodile X, no be o ti Allotey Jacob tip no because o di agro. Omo de denchem kusua. Any schnap.
That's right.
And then prayer. to invoke curses on the former NDC executive.
Wow, it's an interesting scenario, but he knows them very well. What regional chairman there?
Ekuya Halam.
Yeah, branch.
Yeah. Oh yes. Cape Coast South constituency. Food soldier. Banish Camel. Camel Allotey Jacobs.
Yeah. Camel. A football call.
Yeah, banishing.
Yeah, I think emanating from Cape Coast, it makes it serious because that is the stronghold. That is the constituency and the way
area.
Yeah, baby, emanating fee. In a NDC making inroads 2008. I believe Allotey Jacob is one of the major proponents of Obomo to win that power for them. So for him now to really be their number one enemy in that,
and I almost say the hungry Allotey Jacobs used to be like a watchman. I'm saying can you not say watchman? Do be the crown no nibi and NDC a man enya hotel wenya we wenya ska per car
team the chain of stores to be in the offensive road and easy around 2010 one.
I say the then hungry Allotey Jacobs used to be like a watchman at Cape Coast NDC party office. Even some of the party members used to use their own money to feed him. He later ignored those who fed him and transformed his life, and after he used the party to enrich himself, dumped the party.
And actually, more points in so many points. He also worked for them and they paid him handsomely. So I be on tour with the illegal. They should come and talk about it. Nipa Ghana for a pesa. They Nipa movie from point A to point B. As much as I'm particularly not happy with what he's doing, if he only believes in the party, sometimes you stop talking about the party because you don't wish them bad, but you not be part of their success story. And Kasab position and Pesoye, but for him to go and sit on one major platform, Peace FM, and be seen to malign them.
I know what's coming.
Yeah, yes.
But 2024 be the last person to laugh.
I'm happy they use Denchem Kosia because it's more like he's a turtle in the sea and he's coming out to tell us what is happening and underwater. My water, mistakes. I'm not here to doubt him. You get me? That he's an insider. He's been there, so he knows what he's talking about. He knows what is coming because maybe some structures are not well done. You know, Monsono, you see, when you tell you be our point, because NDC for some take dissenting views. If the person is dissenting, you have to listen. But because every party now
as Allotey Jacobs, naturally, any party no any problem but the leadership of the party, I think.
No, but it has not permitted, it has transcended to every diehard NPP.
Yeah, because the leadership said, Mupesi Pamna Mumra, and then
exactly. But beyond that,
and every party, soon say the grassroots more or less fall with the leadership.
Exactly. But Nema, you see, as much as Allotey as a case, Nema sometimes or yet too much. Only say Nyauta NPP was suspended. But on suspended. Yeah, but I'm not meeting the rest. Like Matisse Waka said, also no for say I'm working away. I focus no, but some people then allowed. Now the noise.
Now the was in relation to
exactly. No, also I'm a founding member. He still pays his dues near there because they've been subtle about it. You don't let it take prominence over more fighting. Now you about say NDC will be the biggest loser if they continue to fight Allotey. You have a name to protect. Allotey only have his life to his person to protect. But Mumuni institution it's an institution. The other boss catch him say, what build it unity radio? You don't fight a person or rise against your station. Find a way to quell that because you have a unity. What building maybe the past 5-10 years. Then the background beam now was a female, then you go on another network, then you start talking against you. We will be aware smarter. You don't even but it looks like NDC is losing the fight against Allotey because Obama and I says with your 6 million, one person decides that I don't want it again. It's very influential. You can't take out his effort in there. He worked under Tamils, he was given positions and he's made it when you can. Like he said, if you're competent and can't find manu. Into that crying over who say what one identity came sooner, no a watchman, no idea. Everybody has been a watchman before. This was MPP now. I remember very well, meaning that my papa soon or talk we manu daily daily guide or talk daily guide man can kind. My papa told or GB can kind before 2000 Akufo winning. You know, as a man, we mean I'm not graphic. Me can you will be jamming China, the amano. But you see, look at him, he's in a V8. Into people join party and they work hard and they make riches for themselves. So I know they would rather say more try to downplay him if he's not intelligent, if he doesn't go and sit on network to propagate your message and convert to the baby away. Do know where I am now. I'm just be a little bit of issue. But NDC for the penny, they should just shut up and concentrate on their issues rather than making Allotey their main focus.
Say now,
it's unnecessary.
Say now, Allotey Castle. But Omono yes, radio so he'll be forced to respond because he be son him.
Yes,
and that makes the news. That is what journalists want.
Yeah,
sensationalism.
But he should look bigger than. I know what is happening in 2024. After 2024,
as we cried and one shut down Labasto, one casa was here doing Kusiania Diabumdia. Yes, Makoya meat pie 150. Unsa he's denying.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
What's it? I omoye budget no sikano kra buy no.
Yeah, the regional minister then.
Yeah,
oh yeah, the special. The disbursement no. Into more motor work in what capacity and bring the list. I like the way the journalist was pushing him. Say Musi why reaching on YAC. Bring the list. Bring proper. You see, want to be spell metro. And this is one what comes from.
I see me your communication here. I know what to say and know what
I mean, sometimes I excuse me, it's balderdash. As much as possible, you saying everything without saying nothing. Balderdash.
Hey, bro, fuck it, see.
Tell me to make I say nonsense. Until I say me, you say bro.
I don't to make I say pray.
Make I say bullocks.
I don't to make I say pray.
Preposterous. Until you see, I know baby, and we me chemko. No, I can say, in principle, no, I think the party will be the biggest losers. In Allotey, so I'm sure another leadership bar, Allotey will come back to NDC. Unless
that is what I was saying, sir. I said he seems to have problem with this problem here.
Yes.
With opposition for leadership.
Exactly.
They are handling
because things. You see, MPP NDC has been there. There's a Tamils faction, there's Rollins, there's Mahama. Those three cracks were there, but 2008, you know, they found a way to fight the common enemy. Well, sometimes that's what you have to do. I'm voting for NDC because of Mahama. I'm voting for NDC because of Rollins and our Tamils because of but those cracks and one managing here and then say party. No. That's where the MPP cry come once and we cannot say you guys should be careful because we want more or twama MPP because he's a chim and also pay we or no share Santi. At the end of the day, and then you call one basket in one ballot boxing. But if you don't manage those cracks well, and NDC for omude diagram maybe a Mahama buy no just Atamels close confidence no ye almost in chain. They were marginalized and everybody knows very well that no muso aka kokwa you the ON
Matanami dues
omoye pro Atamels Allotey Jacob and kokwa you the whole they were right hand men to Atamels only omo tun say didi. They sit down to eat together near the end. Looking at that direction no, that's what they need to manage well. But so more modern say and say Mahama administration somehow yen step on the neck of Atamels for no, it's not a good sign for them. I will advise Allotey there and for the betterment of the party near the no, he should stop talking about networks. So ye be saying about NDC. I'm not here to discuss social issues. But seeing himself as he will be used as reverse psychology. He's not there as an MPP person, but he's going there as an anti-NDC person. You see why I'm careful. They wrote in why you know born more that had NDC short in faces. He's not happy with you. Maybe why penny when you be 80 years. But
shouldn't we change the trend? Because that was my question to Nana Sabeni Kumfante when Kwabena Japonia for Kumudian and say if I belong to a party and there are principles going on because that time nobody say no we say Nanado ne then treasure me refinity Abankwa yeah could be a bank account party na close omako reactivate no mo yiska from ni ade nti my na me question that time and I made this question bro say your party ni ka say meji party ni principles ni philosophies ni ideologies di na nyoma leadership ayaba no bi mo chia no mo ye nyoma ye mu diska and mo ye nyoma the wrong way. Should I just sit and say, well, I belong to the party? If I talk, people will say I'm talking, so I should keep quiet for things to go wayward? Because like I said, when NDC lost power in 2016, people like me madam for Yamin yakase Ashanti region sika esi ekosi almost omudi omo person omo fanya party ko Eastern Central region same until people were maligned like accused say omo na namom so party ni lose power until some leadership member na me hu sa nioma nkoye this group of leadership handle the way NDC nimno matna mache like you said Rollins that Tamils values no sisa. Should I say somebody sitting somewhere say Allotey kasanti minye din and say
No, the point is there are channels you can. I don't think that the way is to go and sit in.
But the channel goes to the same people you are fighting against.
No, the point is that
because that was Kwabneje Japan. Any afokumu problem. No?
Yes.
Because Ekodu maybe afe afokunya issue. No, the issue came to Kwabneje Japan. Afe yesi Kwabneje Japan. Also akokasi free meeting. The same people now feel said they are doing some things right now. They are the echelon of the party. Until they come already know their minds are made up on you. Yes. Until they will find a way to get you out.
It was a difficult moment, but MPP came out victorious. Yeah. They really did well in that regard because
how they managed it.
Yeah, how they managed it. And Ghanaians, so you see, at the end of the day, the battle is Ghanaians make the decision. It's will be Allotey Jacob sitting there and making some of these things. So Mr. just say you shouldn't mind him. They are not kingmakers because say MPP we need Bioma. It behoves on how they will rule the next 3.5 years. If they're able to get Ghana to get to those higher levels now, you don't need an NDC. If it gets worse, you need an NDC. I think those are the first line that they should think of, but not he saying that because even even in MPP there are cracks, there are fights. We cry no be of air that is not also had opportunities. NDC they also have their fair share of those problems.
Yeah.
So at this point, so if the things are not going well, should they fold their arms in their legs and sit down? No. But I believe there are channels that you can do. Once you decide to throw the dirty clothes out there, then you are opening it to courts of public opinion, and they don't get solved. Because I said Allotey okay, Allotey sika or you say maybe this is there.
For a car brain.
Yes, but Allotey knows very well that the more you try to say, the more you denigrate your own party too. That's at the internet and one cause you say Lucy power in Tambeka. Just an we can Asiedu Nketia can say party decision. There's nothing wrong if you decide, but once you decide, come and say it out there, then you allow everybody to attack it. Attack at the end. In principle, Allotey Jacob they know very well that he might have done a lot of negative things, but because it was inuring to the benefits of the party, they did shut up. At this point in time, Allotey had it easy because
don't you also think that we can relate this to is it the Kwasibochi report? Say how it was raised. How na make us sikadi regional penifo eska causes you omso ni ade.
How they lost
grassroots ni constituency executive ni ade no. But ni nyina nka ho bi ntina na me bisa say a problem no ho na ya nhwe ntu ase a going because
I agree with you.
Ben Efsin can say be say anka Ghana politics no last 2 weeks you say last week okay say nka MPP na eko polls a omunya division pa which we know say MPP the omo koto ayi presidential emuta achiche but just like you said they find a way
to find a common opponent
to merge together. But NDC nkomo nyesa like but since they lost that 2016 Kwasibochi report no ni adebae no they've started seeing some cracks and it's eating up in them. Parliamentary caucus no more because when we go into why Okudzeto Ablakwa resigned, you get to know say it's down to Haruna Idris we leadership position.
But as you said, the UTI is beyond them. Asiedu Nketia no for Sumunya account because they had a meeting that the Ablakwa felt that
we'll go on that topic.
So but in principle say it's the same thing. I say every party has its own fair share of these things. NDC Council of Elders say he goes to sit on a platform, a major platform every week to talk about them. Oh, when I'm question,
from last week, they said no, I didn't kakra. Now, because on Kosho no debia.
Oh, Wednesdays.
Yeah, when now Kone bisa what you friends
in Kosho, then
Kosho Kubu any ideas. So back
no, you see, he went there to ridicule them. He went there to ridicule them. What here now? Where you be? Where Fantina? What here Fantina?
But let me also.
He made them look useless. They don't need to. He doesn't need to say they are useless. That's what he wants to tell them.
Said, do you think it was necessary for the women in Central Region to also did what they did?
From where I said it's not, but politics there. You see, when it comes to politics, they know their internal issues there, and winning is all they are thinking about. Allotey ye there. Me investments are my say Makotonko Shebia media service executives no. And farm. You see, we share some idea political side. The normal, the ideal side, and the other side. In principle, there it's not making sense to decide to go and blah 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 blah.
Because the moment you begin doing that, any part or reacting, and that is where you are saying, say, he ridiculed them and made them look useless. Because and then he added, which has become news, say, I'll be the last person to laugh because I know what is coming in 2024. But maybe he wouldn't have said this if not for.
But he shouldn't have said it because
sometimes you feel, say, just like you said, he's also bitter because we also feel on that and say Allotey party abuao and also say mamwa party buame.
You see,
if you don't help a party, can the party help you?
But that's the thin line between the MPP for now with the Sentinel and NDC, because at the end of the day, Kobne Japan, Afoko, you think they're happy?
No, they are still not happy.
Ninya that jail, Ninya Port Akasi and Jano, Gregory Afoko, but they are still holding on to him in there. But Ghana, they're goodwill. Nobody wants to talk about it. On Oble, because court can say, yeah, court can say a Jano, Yendi case, and almost no. Yeah, and I'm saying,
Kawaji,
for my yeno,
a friend, one Oble, friend.
Yeah. Sa badam phone so no
also more than
but many tie sa badam dia kan yehwe obi abodam
so example
or need or me dem na mobile na the friend maybe on the real name you see. But Allotey the idea what they sent and to the extent that you are even wishing them to fall. You see, omo yeta ukobisa nya otamakula and say
be very candid with me. If you were in Allotey's position, yes, Apamo suspended. Now you've been expelled from the party, and knowing very well, say me, I have a case in the party. Maybe in your own personal estimation, say would you wish the party to win power? Would you want the party?
I wouldn't want them to win power, but I will not talk about it too.
In America, say Allotey would want them to lose to prove a point. Say a kind, but that's my point now. That is the human point.
That is the harsh reality. Yeah. The truth is that 2 and I said 2020. Sally or your campaign MPP. Yeah. He went to Ekudjuice. And he was there. He was taking pictures with Nanado and he's saying that is the best and they are good near there. He did those things based on his own convictions. Or your campaign and he wished very well that MPP should win. 2024
even this issue come to power, they'll victimize him more with the current situation.
No,
maybe so.
Postulations. Now you are not postulating. Say, I mean, we know that
MPP. He's made it clear.
But it is anti-NDC. An anti.
He's out. Also a social commentator.
That is why make us say media NDC. Me chuo for NDC nyaya together with their grassroots branch members in the some more branch or more ward and some about more constituency. They should stop. Can check your for and say that's why I go to that. The leadership is weak.
Yeah.
Because we have strong leadership away. It's amounts to common sense.
Couldn't they have told them say nobody should talk about Allotey? Allotey is.
You see, initially for some no can very important salient thing that a party is like any organization. A be who will be and then you'll be fear NDC and you'll be so by NDC. You understand? First no more 4 million. I say I'm 6 million. See, about 2024, maybe 8 million. So you ask yourself that at least they are supposed to grow. In this Allotey film as a person, why do you waste your time in Central Region? What
are you influential? It's not just Allotey. Former.
What can happen? Afoko will not be influential. Taking Afoko, Nyaotamaklo and Kobne Japan down. Are they not influential? Not tell me whether they are not. The point here is that. The point here is that he's now a bad nut in your soup. Into where you say you are concentrating on it, you end up rather spoiling the whole soup. But it is an occasion we film a year, but Yanko phone, we are not ready to discuss him. It's a topic.
Okay.
You make him relevant. Why very relevant to you until 2024. We got to Abanaka 2 months and so you talk about the inefficiencies of MPP. You'll be sitting and talking about Allotey Jacobs. And I think that's where you lost. If I'm come as them say, I did back come to respect America. First na sa Osama ne we war by no. Se Bush kasa. The next moment I see and I call you someone so about all kasa. Now I say one eye heightened. Anyway, you know what? Let's maybe concentrate on this, do it again. Yen can ask him near Bush so in this case, unfortunately for NDC, he sits on one of the biggest platforms and he's being loved at that place. And as he said, another NDC for headache say where the Akufo-Addo is one of the most listened to, one of the most credible shows in terms of listenership, getting the first voices to go and sit on it. MPs ni ministers in here hono mkotina nti I quite say me put the same year reported but no more year from their horse's own mouth nti it's one of the biggest platforms nti NDC will have to deal with an Allotey Jacobs or kotel na so ohunti cry a news and they will catch the code. That's what they have to deal with. But the only way is that okokakra na kamwenya platform Allotey says you know what, I didn't come here to talk about Allotey Jacobs, NDC and how the government is going. Consistently bear 3 months, 6 months. I think it will be a thing of the past. We haven't say Allotey, NDC von Kwamon Kawasem, but once your platform you're only talking about them. They are making relevant. I think it was a low side. That they have the right, they are in Cape Coast, he who feels it knows it. Ghana politics need your body. So I say Atano. They say they exactly. Unfortunately, now before 2008, they know him before 2008 and they know him 2016. It's a question within 8 years. No money at it. What can you do? At the end of the day, he worked for it. He took a gamble by being a party person. Now when you're in first war, why do you have to still be crying over salt milk?
Mami, a couple of messages. Now remember, my big brother Kalusha Boaya.
That are the King
King Kalusha.
That's right.
Oh, one to mention Guamasburg. Francis, welcome David Agbanyaga. Say no bagawaya. I say good morning, Opo National. Africa, Basi, good morning, Anopa Bosuo. Guys, keep the fire. Nana Boateng, free Canada. I'll say good morning, brother. Kwabna Yada, say Kwabna Kosovo. Mame ya Kapoa. Mame ya Kapoa. Minu Ababa Kupe. I'll say good morning. Frances says, very sad though. Lost my dad in February. My condolences to Tina. And Walanyo Edifia Kwetia. I'll say hi. Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa is only shedding crocodile tears to appease his constituency and his party foot soldiers. Is he saying his resignation means he is excluding himself from the criticism of being part of the consensus that led to the approval of the finance minister? Then he should resign genuinely from the parliament to make his case understandable. No ne de walanyo edifi akwetia. And so at the Ebrayen Amasa Afomi Blanks and also greeting to Manucho. I salute. Nana se Amasa
Afomi Blanks.
Amasa say Dimbo the own spelling on Tiana.
Amasa, yeah.
Nana Sewa Phillips say Allotey Jacobs has never been interested in the NDC. He is an opportunist. He only came to enrich himself. Please, no one will leave NDC because of Allotey. Never. Stephen Owusu says, Manucho, I never knew you know politics like that. Hey, pure in-depth analysis. Okay, Stephen Owusu from Belgium, right?
Canada.
Okay, Kalusha.
Yeah.
My member also Allotey Kusia Bo Denchem Kusia or say 2024. I will laugh last. Mina messery.
Allotey brouhaha yina mama say Ghana politicians they are taking us for granted. Opo what comes in their mind and they say that this brouhaha came around when now okotra kukuruko ya okotra so ya riasema bay and na ekunfi is a pineapple factory no omo buy and na omo de be chair yini bi o studio ho and na Allotey Jacob
pineapple juice
no taste no so is good. Now before no I started kasi one factory one district one factory no Akufo-Addo cars will be no why now then be hard say obi other political party na new government abano no so different you know abana bibi ba ni krom na se o kan wasema na eno akwa etwa metwo sa asem we ana opo akofa Allotey Jacob ayi na ba yi I didn't say as small say kokan send we di mu now and as kokan we di mu na fe do ba ya na wo president opposition leader opposition party I person almost so free aban mu na be transit nti me bisa me ho say enti yeah communicators you kotra ayi friends radio see don't use some conscious ana always in whatever the party will tell them to do no
yeah, the party tells them
and that's somewhere
agenda
no enya papa and to be on what they say papa no kokan
what you said the okasa Allotey mfa ka na mra no ebisa no question o se me party communicator enti I know what to say and what not to say.
What to say? We know between my man and
Tana both parties in here.
Now, some make me say, police, start me say, Ghana politicians in here.
Take care for granted.
Take care for granted. What I'm saying. And yes, sir, I'll take all kind of pieces from a coffee factory. I could find in the down for abos and out for here by ya. I could find some baby. And see, now also say, always the politician always undermined their opposing side for them to win political power. That is their notion.
Now Ghana wouldn't him say now when was the president be take over? I can say me buy a jam 1,000 cities crowd coffee muda. What will be that?
Now opposing
they tell us how much debt they inherited, but they never tell us the fortunes and the cash and the resources our mobile inherited.
But opposing if that is our mindset there, and they should forget about development.
Hasn't that been the mindset since Kwame Nkrumah?
Oh, but at times you know say na if he say changes be bad, na coin na fever. But this old myopic ideology is still there.
What is all Kasa Rollins and Janiska?
Oh, they said baby I try to say.
Okay.
Kufodini
8 years we are Ghana near see economy ni cry. Yeah, come okay I say ebedu just see come middle income cry. What is that?
The same thing.
Okay.
Mahama
said the same party into Toaso. Mahama Diwi and Nanado Balas for the 2016. What is say? Nanado can say Mahama Jami once the cry. My car or best way or better the so kind. So that is what they've been doing.
That's been doing. I'm say what they are doing, you know, a political dispensation now. If we say right now, your Fourth Republic, it's a parliament. Now, what happened in the parliament right now? 137. It means that on paper, Ghana looks at advancing the democracy, but on the ground, any day, I say, Sebio, Abu Bibini, a sono air dry, but deep down now, it's soft. That's what the Ghana politics know. Yeah, showcase it. Yeah, you know, outside say, oh, the Ghana, democracy is going, you know. But when you go into now, there's nothing to write home about. You look as if the old ideologies, the old this thing is still going on. And so we were MPP. Man can say, NDC fire there.
But if you are not say issues no develop evolve more.
Opo later one or saba betrans no omu bisa say okoye say me see no say asem oba kan no na on penifo no say sai na me monitor on penifo no say wo man ka say onko kan asem asem nkoma the opposite side no ka say ono ye no Allotey Jacob ono adwene na oba kan ti oba hu ade na akwade ade ma no not ready no as I confirm you know pineapple factory no I employ some nkofo bi wo that locality no e dey adwuma aba na no so first days of MPP for governance no sir there's something good is going to come out of this one and we say na my question is say wa ko try me bi so na say ko kasa no hu no ma ya o communicator at times they have to use their conscience. Always no bet me lead a political you say asoma mo kan ye yiti omo ko na say ka convict a pineapple na buy na ka de na ka Allotey Jacob say ade na enyu and I mean what is it do kokko ye de ade man no onum no say ade na enyu ade so ade adwuma ma nkofo mo say ma nipa be tan kra adwuma kra na ama mo adwuma it's a step in the right direction they make out my say it is a certain so mo kokotra you know say ye ko say mo ko kan asema e bi wo so mo yusu more conscience. Don't find this what is going on. It's not always the political parties are right. But if one by so some cry near bois. Now I go now my fees of you know as some kind. Not some number shock. Also I want to you one. It should be very serious and you have to use their conscience.
And the issues now of course between Allotey and this and Yenyan.
What they have to do is say this is almost a secret meeting. And penifo no mo party ni mo omushia na semi a free meeting.
They didn't meet because of Allotey Jacobs. They met because of Okudzeto Ablakwa, Asiedu Nketia any the approval of Ofori-Atta and the happenings in the leadership of the party in parliament.
Maybe say what I'm say the almost mean say omopa what man kan Allotey say manicho was saying no Oman kana sema Ghana de ebekuru akoswa na abafom.
By a ball Allotey dio yedin
oh no they say or make my you say no or
check.
Ba ti ono I don't know. So no baby ono ti ono say dua we enka no. Opo anya sa the almost say aka papa no. Ebi makotranta edidi na tem say no we were even listen to the interview now. Na lady a pushy guy no say give us those information. O ka say akona nya no no those kind of stuff.
See there no nya no.
Dey nya no.
Be original chairman mama na allowance bia na etua na car na ye man car na ye see ye man fee.
And most of the is so we original chairman no me sure say omo political party omo okoda board so me boa. Board say etua moka
energy
wakoda so dey man is ka be boa enti eno na adwuma oye na man ho akatua ma omo anye sa
eneza nyon nko obi o board
ha enti be tua de ka say adwuma oye na etua no ka enti omo anye sa no anye din a e won ba 1000
okay omo anyai no omo anye din a omo ba
1000
ono so ba
1000
Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo na we Allotey Jacobs ene NDC brouhaha no ena na ye hwe ene Allotey Jacobs ekokan se ayenra ena okokan se onim de eba bibi ba ai wana bonyum anuanum bibiri bo ye weda makai Ali Maradona ne Alaja Ali Maradona ne kanewu se kotoko ne ha se beba ai Kanewuba osimo Kanewuba na se oba oshosu na obekasa na wa mosa anyum na amana ozo onkasa ozo bomma me na bibi ba anuanum bibi bo. Okay, Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo sini yentwa so na yenhwe other issues but before that let me read just this message if you know my friend Ejamafo tie free Echem Ghana also tie Menu Community Radio. I say good evening Opo National. I'm listening to you live from Echem Ejoso Ghana. Menu Community Radio Kokobra. Greetings to Sister Sewa Kokobra. Hey Ejamafo chacha Sister Sewa Kokobra sadia na jese ya manucho na ya ihu. Manu mama move on na yenhwe yaka tie for say Raf G-Man Driving School, KM Raf Roofing, Danko African Market, Dan Auto Repairs, and a tire chair this segment we bro. Now mama yenhwe the NDC story anra na yi di mun komo. Yeah, combining 3 stories a film album. Okudzeto as is the inside story as to why he resigned. And fi yabere lame that Ofori-Atta approval was an NDC decision, not minority leadership. Johnson Asiedu Nketia babontia bichirim. Say Ofori-Atta omojini tumu NDC di omo term so a lame dark no. Enye minority caucus of NDC in parliament and a jini tumba party na nkasa and a kachere omunkrofo no said ye omunyini tum with reason as Asiedu Nketia said yesterday for them to be able to take power over from the MPP because of Ofori-Atta lapses. Now Muntaka also say Akufo-Addo appointees Nibi wanted badly to meet with him when their names came up for appointment. We know me and Sunday can boom quickly. Now we are board on kwa jai ejumano diama ya T4 ne afrefo na omuso diaba. But Manu yenshe Muntaka dia no because I say no isolate. But even though linked up, I know can be na man fulfill say NDC parliamentarians ne ye compromise. They be so much bribe. BC say intina menra kra. Professor Ibeka say Joy Ibeka say omo balls egu nanado nsem with double salary nanado pesu mia omo balls mia no my nana yate ebe de opama. Let's look at this Muntaka revelation. Why now?
Yeah, I think the timing makes it a bit worrisome. Yeah, sure. So can I say bubo mudino.
Yes, osi bubo mudina.
Then some of them wanted to meet him.
Yeah.
And he was asking
let me now kasa wa Joy FM.
Yeah.
And all this answer mamin kotu ne kakra for so the bebo argument no. Or say as nominees, many of them did everything under the sun to even meet with me and some of us, but we refused. I mean, you are coming for vetting. Why do you want me to come and see? Why do you want to come and see me? In Ghana, if you are appearing before the appointment committee and I'm seeing with you having a normal chat, some people can take pictures and give it some meaning. We constantly reminded ourselves that yes, we are colleagues, but let's be careful the kind of interaction that we even have with them. So when people are talking about bribes, compromise, it's unfortunate. In short, Muntaka was responding to allegations. Say the minority caucus in parliament, Ajiska, they've been bribed their way through into more approve. Nanado appointees. I know what you say. We have not taken any bribes. When people talk about compromises and bribes, it's unfortunate because Nanado Bubo Mudina almost started fresh and compares so many Asia. But you catch them say, now for a year, we've been in parliament for some time, but Yabo Bidinsa or appointee or vetting the Inisia.
So he believes that there was an attempt to meet them for some uncompromising reasons, but one call, but can he guarantee for all the 12 of them, or the 13 of them, only 26? And on the side, I'm not sure that your nominations in for 24 hours they were sleeping in the same room and going to the same places together. There's we cry because it's a bit more demanding. Journalists say so much demanding more to one a fro, and on what do they want to discuss with you about? So in principle, you are not really friends. They call you regularly, say Yenshia, and you know that you answer. They said they want to meet you. You see, when you get to the law court, this is I need the assembly. You and I were not there, but you be trying to assembly anyway. I remember so well when Joe Waisiana no your chairman, Muntaka was there. Then with Mahama Yariga together to Okudzeto Ablakwa, they made those arguments which na Suhini. Amoka say some of them near be approve Boache Jakun. I remember that time it was Boache Jakun. These things came up. Oka said they've been bribed in there. He was forced to later apologize on the floor of parliament. There are always some of these trying to bribe them through near the end. One of the Yeshua appointment committee where controversies are bound power this time around. Maybe for that reason that parliament looks a bit hang 138, 137. I say BB and Chimpepe. So that there can only be consensus and a lobbying for things to go through. We expect some of these things coming in the future. But for him to boldly say on radio that they tried calling to meet him there, that means maybe he did not go, but how can we be so sure that the others around him did not honor some of these invitations? Now, Senia approvals no corner up till now. Some people are so dejected and not so sure in their heads. Now, Bibi say, I question Kusia presses so at the Wabon, which James so at Tofum. Leadership of parliament, they need to come tell us some of these things. I think the journalists should go back to Muntaka or ask MPP say why they try seeing Muntaka and for what reasons. Our democracy is becoming a bit topsy-turvy. Some of us believe say anka BBA do the anka be papa anka ne papa man ye, but there are still a lot of bad nuts around that they are trying to have their way. We are only sitting here having our say and trying so hard to rationalize some of these things, but Kukwasa assembly had too much. I can confidently sit and tell you that some things went on. Muntaka Wabekano there said they tried bribing me. I said they tried calling you to make a discussion, and I did not go because and I was sure reason for ascribing no crap at least room for concerns. Say anka no kwadi anka any problem, but to be with your picture they are two on my way. So that's the reason why I didn't go, because also you fear that you are being set up. Maybe the other side, I'm going to Kakrano says, oh, yeah, sure, yeah. Because so be very bold. Now, in this case, present dispensation, who will try to meet you in person? They can even use double agents. So, Manicho, I know this young chap, make you say, you could see what Nabra can say near there. Fine, when it comes to some of these issues, you don't use strangers. You have to do internal and penny football golf. Mene penny and I'm golf course near Bonnie Casa, near Deco. So, all these things, and they are friends. It shouldn't create the impression that they don't have their numbers, they don't talk near there. I'm particularly not happy with this one. The president must even also be concerned with this. Say he's thrown a very wild card, and Muntaka is noted for this. Mekaipa, judges not say high seats. He says similar things about the judges. He had to apologize so that they will kill the story. But this time around, so some of the nominees tried getting to you. To do what? I think the president should be interested in this. That if this really happened, then there are some square pegs in round holes. They knew very well that they don't qualify, so they have to go and lobby. And I wouldn't be an ostrich and sit here and say, oh, piety, maybe, oh, me say, but you know, I've always maintained that one. So once you have a bit of evidence, you have leads that some of these things went on. I'm thinking that the hierarchy of parliament or even the president should be interested. But because Uko minister, and I said, this is your mindset. Before they even vet you, you know you have some skeletons in your wardrobe. And you are making sure that you give somebody money, that's in Piamba. Because if you are clean as white as Noah, why do you go there thinking that I say me grease will be palm and sana, Makota betting I say. See if you didn't put no casum I will understand. Although it is not very normal, but before you go to the committee, you want to meet some of these people to do what? Offer questions in the mouth. Now, quite answer, so I bet on no professor, we a brilliant student. And as you said, Jiwena, go me, mommy. Baby Sam said, what's the color of my shirt? Where did I buy it from? Is this one Macy's or Burlington? Said sometimes, said crude questions. Or maybe some crowd don't want to answer.
Muntaka,
I think Muntaka has more questions to answer. It shouldn't just be made a sweeping statement and be made to go.
What questions is there?
Why am I afraid? And what was their mission? And what they want to me answer.
And you NDC communicator, I could radio CBC question. I say, me a communicator, I know what to say.
No one do it to me, because I've always said there's no gun to your head. But
he will say, I know what to say. He won't mention.
There's no gun to your head, but you as a legislature say some of the nominees try calling you to meet you before they are vetting. I don't think you can say I know what to say. You have to answer because it's an indictment. You are indicting some people. She says nominees from year 20.
They did everything under the sun.
You see, this is an emphatic statement. And I said 1 or 2 your other colleagues took it. Because you had to go and vote in the idea before it went to consensus. There could have been outright rejection. But one yes, sir, you suspended it to be done over there. It doesn't mean that some of everything under the sun. It's an emphatic statement that but you take a decision. The decision did not lie in your bosom. You were just first among equals as being a leader of parliament, but they put other people on the committee who were supposed to also have a voice. How sure are you that some battle has not gone on and say, yeah, mommy, so that you will do me 10 hours, why am I? Then where does the country head to?
Okay.
I'm so disappointed, and I think leadership, the president and leadership, you see, I say animal farm or no kind of fun ready because they are all friends. So Ghanaians should take cue from some of these things that you have been taken for granted. They are playing Coco football. They are playing
the question themselves. That comes in mind is say the Muntaka can and yet the parliament every year.
No more. A 20 year Dianoa, Sisiana foot soldiers are so mad at them. He's coming to play the ostrich that made your friend me by Menti to 1 minute meeting and 1 minute frail. So there's a likelihood that some people could be bribed or have been bribed. But it should be swept under the carpet as usual.
As usual. Kalusha Muntaka revelation. I see MPP appointees and another Bubo Mudiano. Bubo Mudiano mo shas yes mo frefre under the sun. Mo try everything under the sun. Those were his words to meet with him and other members of the NDC leadership in parliament. But they or refuse.
Opo meka Muntaka de ma me fa fi a friends Asiedu Nketia asem no.
Asiedu Nketia asem be. No ye beba ho. Mpese treat we na ya link no to.
So link it to.
Me see we nko I just laid out the stories. And I'm say yeah actually we. We na ya link o mo meet o mo ye no run to the Asiedu Nketia ba won tia be kan. Na dey be phone license.
Okay. Opo Muntaka sem se me be. And I say this parliament na me can go for do biana if you say
and there's an experts be breaker and let me take Ghana radio on machine morning shows experts everybody has said same say no move say parliament doing an best ever Ghana but it is turning out to be the worst ever.
I mean because a useless parliament ever.
I think it's too early. Privileges committee from
because parliament we na man for say the numbers now that were coming out to know 137 with one breaker no that is independent candidate no to me I due diligence to whatever comes out in terms of government policies no. But look as if say this parliament normal allegations are started emanating from this parliament say this parliament is going to be one of the worst.
Allegations in Chester no correct.
Oh, no, sir, allegations no be ya to me na analysis. Na Muntaka si akofre ne conform friend say dey. Say omo omanya government appointee ni bi na afre no. Appointees no na omo afre no. Say omo no nkokodi nkomo. Na ono zo suru say you hun say ono obi na ma e bia be ka say the social media for boy ma. Omo twa no da kokoto say you say oni MPP ni bi kasa na kwakwense bebenti ono omo kokasa. Eno so another aspect ni say omo kokasa di kokoma asem na me ba be kasa bo mo di anam de mo me mfa mko true and this allegations eba and speculations eba it's anything to go by they say parliament we dey me mfa any nto mo so cause mo fu no mo fu and I say dem aduane e mo de and they will take it and then omo mana akọ no ma push it they will take it and omo push it. They say the air corner by night, you did a microscope air shady dia. Now say omoche, no more pushy, no more pushy. Because the man, a man for crying air core, both MPP, NDC for no crying, is a unanimous decision for Obia. Now, I'm medical criticizing the Dow. So what I say, at least it should have been some hitches here and there. But Oko Kotia, like I say, NDC forms almost side of the hierarchy, no, the minority side, no, almost a transit. And almost say, India Manco, the son of Babia, now they are doing the service to the country more than anything.
And to only Manu Choya, Jonathan Kese Muntaka Boding, say, win a frame, and officer, he was diplomatic. Do you say, okay?
Oh, maybe the quite fast, no, one fast, my dear, me first time hear say. Sa parliament ya omo ya say minority for the ejiska say for the push mo na the chese time na your majority be
169
your majority absolute majority no
na make 169
yeah 169 as against we no majority nka ensemble bi because this 137 na say na be ko na bribe ni katese na be bamu na
but is it not too early to judge them because Mami Misa say vetting no major policy and pass it through Meboak Manu say budget na but budget na say mo be subject ministry bia we dey dey about they will go through subject by subject been a last
nomination vetting
and is it not too early because they say Japan will come back we will come back if those things come now lapses will not want to me and scrutinize because I think sir in as much as I agree with the two of you
the circumstances now
I think you also made a good point.
The circumstances leading into this year man for any baby say I'm for can't doubt the unanimous decision made by both
Ofori-Atta
consensus the unanimous point decision boxing unanimous point decision say ya bunu poporo bibia
unanimous say judges me saying as wedding
kudim say ya bunu pakron susuro na that same time Muntaka so abeka say ya kwakoye vetting no for be frame appointees to just link the thing up just link the two on be free ban
two person just be kura na oni omuhia na wa hye de betre ho aka
anya ebi kura na omo kura na say katasesem bi ekoso a we might not know but the omo ne be kan no be ka radio so other 26 na maka na 137 no maka no
we dey na course
no obi so abetra man nti sat 137 na say 26 na say almost omo group man no ti omo select pa 26 a omo akotra say appointment committee a omo no make it that emphatic say this one no ya tiase edimo ko koto aba na ya bibia awie nti won tuma nko wona me kire no nti Muntaka so ka 26 me boy bi and okan bi okan bi enti okan bi nani ba okan bi no say on ba ko ye vete no omo friend so ombra na inanuma point decision omo
friend so ombra also they wanted to meet with him
na no me wanted to be the omo friend so ombra na that nya twi kasa
na be chirim so ompe so mbe hu no so omo na hia de tomba Muntaka
omo friend so ompe so mu hu no
eti nyezo ombra
okay eti opo so oh be aden link no eno na mama for any bre say Muntaka da be kan dio but other 26 na on appointment committee no omo ebe de na ensem kwa na 26 na omo no omo ka kire 137 na maka no ana enko be ka say okay 26 minus 37 be ka say ebe ka 111
me master teacher ni ho
ebe 111 111 enti 111 no aka no ensem na ko ka kire omo wona me kire no and no say another question for debate.
Okay, another question for debate. Abuzana, the story we just considered or looked at was Muntaka revealing say Akufo-Addo nominees wanted to meet with him. Obaka, there have been allegations of bribery against NDC caucus, minority caucus in Parliament, especially the leadership and those part of the vetting committee. Say the way Omu pushy Ofori-Atta through something isn't right. Now, allegation is he to vindicate himself supposedly, and Ora friend say Honorable Muntaka I say no credit or Kojo news no can say now do down Akufo-Addo appointees no friend they were trying everything under the sun san community before the vetting, but he did not allow na the panelists nation say Muntaka na can say no crescent no crenim na say if Muntaka nhia omo can swear we leave the rest with you to also think through it and make your own decisions. Now the next topic before we open the phone lines, my acknowledge Scott Safo, our big brother. Thanks for joining us. Owusu Ansa and Dixon Frempon aka Osofo Dixon Idian Uba na Royal Baby Betan Radio so I know the diagro obi din na obi jina no asheda ye dick no asa akokasen eyes will be a minimum.
Na sample be a friend dick.
Arsenal player be an dick. Arsenal player be a
friend dick.
Arsenal player be.
Oh, in the 72. You could share Liverpool no him no say. Arsenal is playing with dick out. With their dick out.
Madumu Mike, you know.
Oh, that's it was an interesting headline. Yeah, you need free moon. See that match, you know. Arsenal will be playing on Sunday with their dick out.
Yeah, you need free moon.
No, he was suspended.
Player not the full name this thing. We want to know so your kind of cry.
Torsen Dick.
Okay, me Google ahead.
Yes, matter of Google. My main story no.
No.
Arsenal play with their dick out.
Story in no credit. We don't need it.
Look at you.
So story. What's your friend say?
We have the first name.
We have say. Yeah. And
Arsenal have a player called Dick.
Huh?
Arsenal will play with Dick.
Yeah. Did Arsenal? Yeah.
Have a player. Yes. Dick. Called Dick. Who says sorry we win anymore? I start play with their dick out.
Manager.
Yeah.
In the 90s, Arsenal had a player called David Dix. David Dix, and your dick. David Dix. When he was injured, the newspaper wrote Arsenal to play without Dix.
Exactly.
So we say who the good baba. The coach was upset. So the newspaper changed the headline to read Arsenal to play with dicks out. Manujo, so hunu pa. I say the minister of hunu. Who started the man away?
Majafa. No,
I don't know some fingers in your home. I don't know some fingers who both say headline. Now the Omotre is was say Arsenal to play without Dex.
Yes.
And then Arsene Wenger wasn't happy. He was upset. Not just and I'm changing headline to see Arsenal to play with Dex out.
Yes.
What oh my goodness. And since I made home.
Exactly.
Anyway, Manu Joe de Udinachi.
Unity Radio, the voice of the people.
Minister for Nsenkwani Nsenhunu. Manu Joe, no. Okay, you share the last story before we open the phone lines. Zanra Johnson, Asiedu Nketia audio near brouhaha. Everything to me, person will be answering time. Now, NDC Council of Elders, Asianra. Na ene krata mo dia babonten a Johnson Asiedu Nketia ansasa hyaase kire se asema Johnson Asiedu Nketia ekan ene Ofori-Atta approval na dane brouhaha I mili wa Ghana no enye the NDC caucus in parliament decision nemum a party na nkasa decision any decide say lame duck Ofori-Atta should go through unscathed. Just a Mobia and Vanessa then. Enkano. Lame duck Ofori-Atta's approval was an NDC decision, not minority leadership. Asiedu Nketia krata de babonten. Nti enra na manuchu. The entire me person we discussed the Asiedu Nketia interview or coin in NTFM or say NDC pe power nti se Akufo-Addo Akufo-Addo wabong na wabọ Ghana ka na ontumi make wise financial decisions emma Ghana na wasan de na ba omude omani agi because abebo omamomanya position tene wasan be clarify said the decision is not just his as Asiedu and enye Muntaka ne Haruna by party leadership any share no mo catch caucus and say money the lame duck into because he's the weakest link in the party that will give us victory.
I think the more they are now giving credence to the bad news as far as I'm concerned. You see, because what's the job of an opposition? You are there to help us. Say Ghana for your parliament, but the ultimate Ghana should be the eventual winner in all this multi-party democracy here, because we'll be authoritarian near the democracy near the communism near the and you choose this one. See, more of capitalist. But there will be gatekeepers and those who are in power. And they have far more as opposition. Say, making sure say because at the end of the day, you see Kasem in a quality of life.
Talking about
very important to us.
Very good. Talking about that, later part of the statement, I say the ordinary person who has no food to eat. Who has no food to eat, cannot pay the water bills, does not care who is approving whom. Who is approving whom? Where so the matters of the day are the issues they have to go to constituency to deal with. So our MPs will go back and then deal with the situation that affects the daily lives of Ghanaians. And as I told you, somebody who is having a toothache doesn't care whether Afghanistan is being bombed elsewhere. There are certain things that are considered extraneous to the average grassroots person who cannot find where his next meal is coming from.
I beg to differ from him. I mean, the comparison is not any. It doesn't wash for me because at the end of the day, so be a
finance the MPs will rather go back. But say unwise decisions will affect that same person.
Exactly. In our MPs, why would you say Ghana no a winner takes all? We are MP for a way NDC MP for Isunafo Nota. How do you give bread and butter issues of your constituency? How will you solve them? In terms of Ombenya development, it is coming from the Ministry of Finance. They have the money, they are the financial controllers. So why is Asiedu Nketia talking like he's only talking to people who don't know the nitty-gritties of governance and how the system works in the country? I think that is where maybe Michelle here needs to give me further explanation before I go so hard on him. But to convince me that NDC MP no be the constituency I discuss how they will get food and how their toothache will be solved, who does that? Now hospital na work chromo onum na yen na they are interested. We MP now we opposition MP no. How do you solve that? Is he trying to say that we don't care about the finance minister, but the MP no solve problems with teaching problems? To the benefit of their state or the whole American country. The same with the MPs. Their major job there is to make sure that legally they get laws more quality of life now more. But government in power they decided on what amount of development or how the money will be shared. Now they're based on MMDCs. Now they are so ultimately, Ministry of Finance and a finance minister, one of the positions we don't play with. A cabinet minister and he sits on the money. So for you, Asiedu Nketia to say that Mitie Sam George, he said that proving how they were disjointed. They didn't decide as a unit to make those decisions. Going forward, that's what they will do. Now going forward, that's what you do. Then you are going there to. I thought you agree as a unit to rather tighten the belt of Ghanaians and make us have the best for less. But you're rather going there to seek your own parochial interests. That will be yeah NDC for there. Minister when him say on your papa, but you find him for another 4 years. No say no. Then chance. Oh, I said Nketia. The more he gives credence to what he said, the more people get disappointed. That more motivation in him say, you see the in truth and honesty, what we stand for by our national an anthem. Any year na assassin, You are there to toil. They toil that resist oppression's rule near the end. And you are rather going there to make that the oppressor will rather nip us down so that a bit maybe I can say, okay, I Brent was Obra. Now, time of Baba was saying, you know, how many years will you use to repair it? This is an irreparable damage. So Asiedu Nketia feels that Ghana for the early NDC for never to amend this. He doesn't care about the masses. He's making a mistake. Then I will support Allotey to tell him that he would not be Allotey will be having the last laugh. Because in principle, you see, I'm not even interested
because
whether the man is qualified
or not.
A man for
Professor Jampo. You listen to everybody's talking against these parliamentarians and what they've done.
Yes, anyway.
Chikume Krasi doesn't matter and obi ya approve na ya approve no nipa na ya approve omo na omo na be make decisions ama back affect obi ote or Chikume na kokobra. It is okay say they don't care obi wa Afghanistan I mean the comparisons were not even we can or Joy FM.
He's one person I've always agreed in principle that when it comes to elections and matters of the 92 constitution, he's a doyen that I'll always go for advice, but he's losing it with all apologies. You see, and I'm going to say some things are better left unsaid. We NDC now, you defend these things, but we say it doesn't really work like that. For Asiedu Nketia to make a huge pronouncement that you're choosing it because he's a lame duck, he's weak and inefficient. But are you thinking about Ghana? For the next 4 years, just a moment in Ghana. You see, when they lose 2024, I'll still be in this seat and I'll have a lot of beautiful stories to tell them. I will enjoy some of these things. Oh yeah, Royal, because if they will not tell us things that will know that, okay, you see, I listened to Kevin Taylor the other time and he made a fantastic point. That you might lose. He might go as Ofori-Atta
as secretary.
Ofori-Atta might go as finance minister because numbers na sisi ana enso ebinum kra so yare ni ade. That's what we have been told me, and I heard this from Sam George that he can say an NDC MP is down with COVID, a kind of life and death situation. They don't know boy, but that is what is happening. It is a 20 year day. You go to Krampo more 137, Ubo 138. They might just win, but the truth is that you have to fight it to the nonsense. I didn't say nonsense point. Fight it to the last point. Say, oh, you know what? When it came to Ofori-Atta, NDC believes so well that the man is a lame duck. He's weak and inefficient. That is what they believe in, and they make sure that they will not select such a person to lead Ghana as a finance minister. But you still lost. So it's on record that say NDC in a whole normal. Ofori-Atta, Eurobonds, a Japan deal, Men's Gold, PDS. The way he handled this, it is not good. That is what you believe as a unit. And also Ghana man, Men's Gold. The way
Basa kase nipa ni a lame duck.
Or
you Akufo-Addo so no an open tiaman nkoninya kwan power.
No nko senom.
And that is the decision of the party.
Who said that's Royal? Who just does that?
What's the Royal?
Royal say A. I say A mami ma sheme. Say me say mo Lucy we na me brother mbe my analysis.
Can be Rome bisa questions but where you no yenti to aso.
Oh, we bisa me Royal. They're my biggest sister. My love for her is beyond heaven. The penance say heaven. See heaven won't know you know my seven and say you ansang before second bus. Me for first bus uncle. The sister I never had. Once me first born so no I wish we could even spend the time for her. So in the reality is that the more that I listen to Asiedu Nketia on this and he justifying, which I know, I agree that they agreed as a consensus. But you see, that's why I will always respect Okudzeto Ablakwa. But also there, these are times come and tell why you.
I'm for Okudzeto Ablakwa baso. But
not yet.
Oh yeah, a hypocrite.
Oh yeah, a hypocrite.
How?
Because you are different consensus. Consensus means that yeah 9 you could decision be. Ni ajatum okay, baby you better aba. For yeah argument we say okay me say me no one can
say the thing they say so what the inside did you read the inside story
me read about okay I say then
one kind but other some George Akasa other parliamentarians they say it be more leadership
I've read that one
yeah
Muntaka actually say that they agreed in all of them agreed in consensus.
I say be more ni momu not just say this idea we parliament. The
reason why I have a problem with that is that when you come out like this,
which is why I also see a free appointment committee because somebody na better na just like we Kalusha can idea of free say and you're right namusi chinchina ye kwajatum without even letting some of us know.
Not telling him is my biggest issue, but consensus yet is done everywhere. Opo ebi ye show ya inya se ebeko we otina ho Virginia. Kalusha raising a point, Miss raising a point. What's work out the necessary yen to aba in your baby no ye 2-1 e ebeko Virginia. Then that is consensus.
Number one kaya moment to
menjin tum say ebeko Virginia, but once I agree that there should be a agreement there. Mutu we are minimum yarding, but I say me kobi. That is consensus. Unanimous ye nya yajatum. Consensus means they were dissenting, but they had to accept the general view of those who won.
Now, while Okudzeto Ablakwa did not cite the party's approval of Ofori-Atta as the cause of his resignation, Ghana Web can authoritatively confirm that it is the unanimous approval of Ofori-Atta that made Ablakwa resign. Sources within the minority caucus in Parliament tell Ghana Web that the decision to approve Ofori-Atta was not a collective one. Yes. According to our sources, the decision was taken by the leadership of the minority caucus without recourse to the views of other members.
Yes. They decided to use unanimous, but my memory reading you say consensus. I listen to our non-so say consensus because he wants to be careful. Consensus meaning that dissenting, but we all agree. Yes. What I'm seeing here is say they were not fair to Okudzeto Ablakwa because you can decide as leadership of the parliament and the party.
Okudzeto Ablakwa, you know that Adongo guy.
Yeah, Fred Adongo. Yeah,
bitter.
A huge critic of Ofori-Atta.
Yeah, bitter. I say it is understood that some members of the minority, particularly Isaac Adongo, did not take kindly to this and made known his discontent with the decision taken by the NDC leadership.
Yes. You see, as leadership, what a leadership of parliament?
I say, as Adongo himself said, he was not in support of the decision taken by the party's reps in parliament. If there is anybody who will put his life on the line to get Ofori-Atta not to be the finance minister, you can wake me up at any day. But it's a collective decision. I disagree with the decision.
But I accept.
But I respect the view of the majority.
Exactly. I
say it's not collective.
Yeah, meaning consensus. By leaders, but I think that is where I'm a bit of. It's a bit hurting. I think the reality was that once you made them appointment committee members, their views were equally important.
I think even if
it's shameless,
they disagreed.
Yes.
And still, because that majority.
No, but it's shameless. Do you know why? Why, as a group, they are strong discontent and are dissenting views, but some more call for decided. That is what I think is. Yeah. It's a bit silly. We should be truthful with ourselves. How are Yakub? Why is a man? Our kumsi man yenisa. Ne drew we man no one sem more than a bucket. Namo Asiedu Nketia no for example for mono. Now I even want to hear Sami Jemfi. He's one person who was badly hit by how Akumsi niti wo moko to.
No, say the party executive share say Sami Jemfi ka wakuma to yem. Say the person for Ofori-Atta because lame duck.
I want to hear from him because
grassroots or Kassetia leadership kwama mu gase on pacho.
And honum you see maybe time say me honum no na me say Sam George Maka said the mistake they did was that they did not agree as a party to reject how Akumsi money are there. Some years say ye call for we no Babin they as a party they agreed to strategy means near the nyina mo de je but how Akumsi money it was a bit disjointed into be akwato na adwen into going forward they will agree as a party to have one solid decision, but in so doing Okudzeto Ablakwa na Isaac Adongo they are deep rooted in this into mo jemu adwen saying then you see it's a whole big issue. But at the end of the day, if the Ablakwa was not consulted, it's a disrespect to him. Consensus
so he has the right to resign from
exactly. But because I won't join there because at the end of the day,
I'm there and I'm just there.
Consensus scrap part committee members and the should be part. A top 20 or 25 people, no more so. Because at the end of the day, I agree to consensus. They won't into my shots. I want to say me dear men to abandon but the way they are handling their own issues, and now, almost about out to please the grassroots into Mabeka Sanya and Branson winner. It's so painful.
Okay.
For somebody, or Nisika men's gold near there, or me and near to them picking Ofori-Atta because I don't like the way he handled it. Into Makoto NDC. Then the next moment, you come and tell me that you made you're making Ofori-Atta and another 4 years to do the damage that he's been doing because I've never NDC about. I think that will rather make people think twice about NDC.
Kalusha, Bagaka na issue no now so petty na you phone lines na callers no so for my gincheremra.
Oppose if that's the ideology or ideas of a collective ideas of a political party, say a country.
Yama we share.
Now Ghana we are doomed. The word is doomed. Collective ideas. Any one person say they not address your 19 billion, 20 billion, billion in wastage for another political party to come and just continue there. We analysis on this one. Let's say what I was saying is verbally saying all our political leaders are selfish and self-centered. They don't think about the country. They think about their themselves and their family. Because that's when they form an there.
508-846-302 and briefly
say 137 so at the and Sensamoba because say if MPP for a consultation with NDC for and the NDC caucus on the parliament or the hierarchy expose you on big time. If they are
expose them as a mental. Calls no the memo don't forget that sentence or statement you are making. 508-846-3021 508-846-3021 ubetumi afre mo fra figana na mo de code na de animu na wo do adwen chere de aba na bia mba brain salon adaruma na ye fa calls no ube utia Main Street na call super ultra new modern barbering salon na bia mo na ekoyuti na honya fefefe Dixon Frempon also for apom to say ye chow and awie 508-846-3021 508-846-3021 obetumi afre na do adwen chere ba oluman apom te sen
opo me pa cho me ho da so
odom for na daruma nyame adom ye nyina ye ho ye na ye ka chero se ye ma
dan auto repair na mentia Ghana for nyina mo mumpeso ane so opo
yes sir
my general secretary eko kaya some of us free I kwanda atemi because unfortunately so oka atembisa as a general secretary of the largest opposition party but idea amanyofoni ni na by the can't take it away from there amanyofoni ni na the comment crowd fire general ni a one particular platform the platform where you need to do and the way I how I need to issue. There was a joke of the how we I said the
quick announcement. Me pacho Same Nana Ojam and a daddy boat. Said daddy boat. Daddy boat there be all the noise ba. Okay, all my trust so free. The line I drop into my noise in the call. Trust me, no noise one in line.
None me fire because more particular unity radio no more justice how I must hear my analysis. When you buy the so be to Quebec Sabia. More agenda via MPP for the part by 3 weeks I by. And it's a man run a prayer, the fire a general secretary, no. Yes. To quiet them on your phone in a almost buyer. Yes, almost personal and almost selfish interest. Open no parliament, a bad idea is to cast more. You don't say any minority, any majority. But a bad dinner, Jenna Banner or Ghana, MPP Nassau NDC Afwasoda, MPP Nassau NDC now Afwasoda. It's an end of the person, yeah, man, of one, yeah, among yourself. In that platform, I can't radio. They must be the argument, answer, maybe a descendant. Anything you must take care for granted. It is a much more Mununa study. We are one of the Ghana Biama. Or plan that Ghana mode. So, okay, no fool. If you want you no Macatas, and that's right. And do some I said both and this name between Yes, we are foreigners, no communicators, no grassroots. Yes, we are who say, yes, we are here. Then she has been saying, penny for some people that and no one go to Mahala for every now for NPP here. Who says the Kodopo because they didn't see now one another than what we call about it. It's in the Nano San has seen there. Yeah, son of a Becky agency, the Becky Peripona agency, and never be a woman, and yet in the general, but people are some of no more folks like. No more fire just and another than what we call the NPP. It's also a friendly taking. So, Councillor, Tanado, Mahama, Mahama, or Manu, I want to buy it. I want to buy the dog, man. I want to inform you that the new Bob Brakwa will be a month, Jack, or anything is what I said to the city, anything is what God is the city. Let me know where young Musa say, yeah, you did not run away. Young Swan and 77, every Yamapone and Penny Pond. Both political parties almost service interest now, almost almost 77.
Yes, that's it, Olumai. That is what we want. We want Ghana. We don't want the assembly Nana Wakana. Mamma Nana Ujam Buama. Nana Pom to say.
Akufo-Addo no mo pabo. This mo pabo na ye adwuma. Niema ejina that side.
Nana ubenyina cho hwe. Ubenyina cha ma wa panya me chesa afi de o mefa.
No, me ma konto ko bi hospital. Me yi ni card ya ye ko COVID panel no wa my card ai kura. E no mo he wa me bo me mu wa me si ti so a o ma betwe me yi se ye ko ye test na so mo adwini suta. Na panel no enye COVID edu ana. Me ma konto ko ma mo antwe ma sole kura me swing ya seda. Los mawo panel no kwa de me.
Okay, na to asma.
Mame na Oluma first la mi ya said Oluma friend ya teach me rap me that na se pa in class so ma ka se. Eska de wa ma mi bi. Oluma, what can some the that so Oluma ma mi ska. Dai. Obu ade ba for American ya say Ghana ma yourself. Ti e ka fi din fonifu ye kipa say e ku se ku me say eneno. So was sitting and son of what you are doing or my yourself. Because some NMC corner. I say a me need double. Also, I do a student at no national naming me off as soon my account. And Kobase a student and how much we are so by that because Tokyo is the year too and the petrol war and Yagro. The Philippines is so cold at the Asamoke. And you know better than watching them. So I say, and you do want to company who no more can be this year. Yamon Pai say, man, and never beat me a phone side. Now, on the more idea, this M1, Yanto May, Yasit years for my and then also Ghana health insurance and Yagumo. Sir, who were a dear the other one, the other two anymore. We can have insurance to go the other two anymore. As I can cook you, as well health insurance now for body, I'm on that. You catch on one to the way from my name, your man manager.
Yes, sir, that's it. Nana Ujam Bema. Mamemfa daddy boat, no free line. So now daddy, Mamenka, some channels. Daddy boat. Hello, daddy boat. Daddy boat, Mamenka, some show. And another, and your daddy boat now, see. Anya daddy boat, okay. And yes, I'm to us. We are now Raman corner. I would do finance.
Otomasom den Mebo Manucho Abaso Papa and Manucho Akasama. The respect that I have for him as far as this discussions and your so by a panel or your panelists and then do see the point out see candidates and maybe respect as Manucho Akasama come to me. The politicians they don't think about the ordinary guy near they are all the overshared over them, they don't care about it. That let's read and share. So and the idea what big Ghana politics actually say Asiedu Nketia. That's what could not joy some concentrate some cancer and it means he doesn't think about who you or the ordinary Ghanaian. And today this is on say yeah. He said, "No, you're too full man because of about 30 to 40 filling stations in Ghana, across Ghana. And the two full, no, it doesn't affect him. And to say, finance minister, no, we can point more for more, not by the 2024 number of and say, what book a boo and our Ghana book a go, not a boo, any power bar. I said, I'm a book of Canada. I'm going to send a mobile for Ghana, then a coffee Ghana. Easy. There's a one more drink and a water, but when you're the top of your gun on Tadian and Sana. Easy. The comment will make you an innocent. I want to know the caucus and it is never here nor there. You should come back and apologize to Ghanaians because you are in minority. You are in a position to reshape the sitting government. Or you didn't no more criticize, no more set up, no more Ghana economy. Even some of the power cry, you win soon on the farm the power. Some of us are respecting because we have been in the system for a long time. But Sadju turn after years of the Ghana politics, not Sadju when the woman to India, for NDC for Omundre or Ghana. When they move the title say, yeah. Muntaka I mean, as a thank you, a committee, discipline committee, a privileges committee, and intana, or mention a G, or because your friend on it, your reason, no, but the friend, if he will make allegation, if he say, money being one, no more body, and I don't make an observe parliament on who say, yeah, and as you can say, what is the guarantee? Say, your friend on a one call, the second one called Kukoma now. Yes, friend on a one on the call, but what the guarantee say, your first cabin cross to Cotton account to Mana. It's necessary, and I don't want to sit up. That's it for your time. So if you say, finance minister, let's have more mine or phone in the no, from the poor mine, if you understand, yes, obey a wicked point, we can't side in tea or more money. Let's say the best second, and my mamma, the new more and more mine or put your funny chain. I ain't think I'm a mouth. Okay, and son or monk as I with the money.
Yeah, that's it. Daddy boot to us, mammy. Rama, not that daddy boat to Ejina, no a second call a crab by the line drop. Daddy boat, Mbeza make us some chow. So, Tete, daddy boat in Bachote. So, about line is for our home. Baby, I want I tea radio no. Ya na noise or home to Bana say in Yan Rusua. Now, one mute two phone. Said the external noise na war baby, I want Mam because soon say your conference will cause on this answer. Who did baby? I want to be a beba who be a radio no so as obi kasakra yentini there be about this osa otade sa noise ne banti wada room a chopa oba senya nru so na wa mute no sa wo be kasa na wa ye free mute said there be noise ne be less am why
yo po me no ma cha se me no ya na bi o ya ko no yansa re ento mu na baby a lantia duara baby a ejina no so
mate about ya mute call no mute no nyasa wo kata no mute na de ye kan bia no wo bete nti dru so ne efre wa na wa ye free mute no my intio
yo po mate me da se obo mi ntia begafo mo di kan ni mo mu di akire na me ntia MPP man nyina mo America titru ye 2 MPs for Pesania Chemegnations but for we are east and west omutio de na abasunya 18 muso a that boat ma bi with the India will be a TV unit radio we are number 1 obo me ntia sem ya to say one second Ofori-Atta onya de ntino yenyi ni sinche anya NDC for propaganda onya je enye say eti wa o ka so papa ni nya de no àwọn ọ̀sọ̀sọ̀ náà wá sí akwákwá jẹ́ túnmù sẹ́ ọmọ ẹ̀yẹ ẹ̀tùmá náà wọ́n mẹ́kẹ́ sẹ́ ọ̀sẹ̀ máa ní ìwé àǹsánà wọ́n máa bá bẹ̀jẹ̀ à ó jí àdàkó dáadáa àdé ọmọ ìyẹn jìnnà sóbíà ṣẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀ ẹlẹ́rẹ́ ní alámẹ́kẹ́ sẹ́ sápọ̀pọ̀ wíwọ́ ò ṣe ẹ̀yẹ́ Ofori-Atta ọ̀gádá náà yẹ nínú bẹ́ túmọ̀ jẹ́ sẹ́ tìtìtìtì ní alámẹ́mọ́ ẹ̀sánfù bí sẹ́ yẹsù yẹn kúrò wẹ̀ mọ́kúrò fanánsà ẹ̀dí yẹ sí ká gani nọ ẹ̀yẹ́ ó bẹ̀bí ẹ̀bí kúrò bí à ń kọ́ papa wẹ̀ báyìí ṣiṣẹ́ pé òun jẹ́ gbọ́ àkọ́mú lò obi afọ obi esika nyanyi bi eti NDC no ye beti oboy ko mo shafi ese mo be di ntro o me mo saka o me ye dede e ko mo mu ni na na e ka se Ofori-Atta anya de a ana ye be ka de NDC fo ani mo pe fo kun mo na mo se oya de na agba na ye ko to no so no anya committee ni na e to aba na so mo o mu yi ni pa se o mejira ye be ko parliament ni akwa to aba iti e ko parliament no Omuyira mo include NDC for ni na mo sampa. Papa ni any politics in tunche. Opo ejuma kaka. E na ma to aba ma no. Opo tin ka ni de be bi ala se ma tina tum so ye na ejuma. Ndi o na NDC for ni na. Amo ni mi omo e na mo sasre. Sase mo ma ya ma de se na do de anunguasia o pese nka no ma ni mu no. Ti ma mu fo de o tudie. Sase papa ni ba ni ya won na mo otu. Eti na ni birthday ni kwa stage stage ba ku bisa ni say ni birthday kwa de na ni je o si Ofori-Atta ya ji na tumu ni birthday na ye pay ye ni ajagro so amba because I ni na no I should say it eti sale na enamna onya de na makwaji na tumu
okay yeah that's it
I this before na so munyi ni tu na nya o mu ni bi Eni mo juma pa oni Akufo-Addo. Nti omu ko omu nsu. Omu ki omu mu ni agatene kwa yepe. Onu an ebe di Ghana ashe.
Okay, Daddy Bot, thank you very much. Yeah, that's it. Raman, Twazumame.
Yo, Minya opponent now, the champion commander of Airways, Commander 1. The champion for Abasuna Jumasunya Jumade. Nama Kia, the incoming Gavt Oba. Alankodo Chamante, Cham Papa Bodo Bia, na Matia the incoming Gavt Oba, Ama NDC Council Mama, is a Chamatica Penda Matiano.
Raman, now so you NDC ni.
Now the NDC now me Alachamatia no offer. Where me offer, where me to the Tanasama, or me do. Or me dona makuma ma ntima me campaign ma no
o me bisa o keke mbacho we nya ntokato asoma me yeah so yes sir
me tena saka me tena opo sandra na me chebe tie tena atem no pa me tena saka me tino hu ya papa kese se atem akọ kaaya no se ai mata yenya kwana o hwe me kankire NDC communicators and this is quality senator obianta the godfather me minde everything that could be a godfather na yaba to go tell manti ai the party obia kwana kwa jibi no ati no apepa na no na se bi o ye mole for ya ye kwa juma grasu the futa for the kwa juma anapa from there for ube kere jowe ati before the chief kwana na for abo utase ko bia tuma na oya anase ukweto wa tuma na oya wa tuma no betumpo entumpo tinne me kanche vraiment de pe for fakire no makwa ko jadi na e da so e no obia so pen godfather ntimi de esin de ko bia me godfather da ko to anatramanti the incoming Gavt Emma MPP bebi obia me karo Muntaka harna drisu o ma ko mu woni ma te papa harna drisu de Matia ikanimani I minority leader or resign. First waku NDC amanyokonu waku mani masi.
Okay, yeah that's it. Mamemfa when they do no so em said do I would do file so I would do maminche. Yes sir.
Opo de edika maminda wasina member wa bashani adumapa adumadin we go bunu my Ghana man nisi bunu my Ghana man abia ka bunu man minira opo yankufo nshira onya okatentu nkoma ne de bia wonso ba adumapa se ne ya my Ghana enkonani abo yanka unity ya aduma kunina mamincha chama ya woda ya no American na mincha ni adumapa wo boni won to sisa na mrem pambeba mincha ndisi fo mo American na me mabia api Easter na mincha mi MP ba ko pe Asiedu Nketia opo aduma nkasa minye opo aya samu aje ba na kinu Ofori-Atta ye aje akinu Ofori-Atta timi ye se wagu bank wagu businesses ide economy awo Ghana agu ide uko market aye to ayento ide $1 so cedis aduma papa boy na waye wo say nema wo say o manual citizen na MPC no de nim de ka ta mu majority leader majority chief whip de o mu ye no wo kwani na mi ni interest Ghana interest ankasa no anya no no mu ye Nyamabonya Ecosu Ghana, we are ministers where Bonya Mudia, Mofonjuma, Agu, Koko, Akufo-Addo, Timothy Omuka, Kashi Akufo-Addo, Musu, the Tuabane, Tutuaku, Nippon, Wate, Utachima, Kuani, Pomiansa, Na Awu, Nessa Nemo, when you now question, Nessa ministers, when you now, what could you do about you? No Kenyan, Aruna, Drisuni, Muntaka Mubarak, Domuja, Yano, Omanya, Amagana from Ukura, the Atmis of Bonilla Koswana, Parliament, let's say that our Parliament. As a coup in Ghana. This animal when you have the committee on the money, our can the Panama and Romana, the registration center, our country, to let you Ofori-Atta good month for Juma businesses in the United States by me bonfire, you will inshallah coming 2024. Come to Amani Mahama, the nation building of the Ghana film crossing the Ghana. I want to the episode 4 a.m. Mama bro, Mama, the Ghana funny grassroots, your penny that inshallah to Mama Baba. Let me go.
Ma boom for Audu. Obeying to us, mammy, Mijis a wapum boko. My into me, Abema. Radiad movie are not bad for co.
Let me realize the charge your phones. Mamma, what you fool, and I'm in Charles, and I'm more about what my
that Ben you do more dear. That Ben you do more dear. Mrs. Ben you do more light.
One of the transformers, you know. Last week binding in an evening, so when you like 5 hours. But if you know about the Agina Swabisi, I may be
okay.
Young man, this is for no. It's a bit program brand mania. Young guys, we are not to speak about we are the Babazi. So what I say, Sabe, we are not the Pesabatre say, man and Nabak Maswana, the bank of the Parokia interest in the fight. Because leaders here are more parliament we. Who said, I had my watch at you. Even in the parliamentary proceedings in it, and you would hear who's in your bed and I want to ask you. You go to a speaker by saying, leaders young baby NDC in parliament. I win Sabano. But the 3 years man winning here, I'm a hope of Babaso. You let the other change here. This is the one who was be. This is the one here. Now, I can't get the Okudzeto Ablakwa and so. Also, I resign from your president. I'm going to go. I resign for parliament where? Why resign for parliament is ZNG? For reasons so brown here, personal. And sounds here by on principle. Principle ain't the one. So, we in principle, why did I can't say, yes, my sister, my resign. Now, what come Ghana for you? But when you're young TV, go there, personal, and I parliament, we are going parliament. Then, quite the Ghana more. That young say, oh, parliamentarians, you know, the Ghana attack. But never idea. You think you bank as a better better parliament. Say, I didn't know, I'm quite in favor there, and yet, okay, favor there. And the best in the Bayano, the leaders, no, the best ended in Bayborn, the very capabilities, no, but never ye. Was a Kobasa Ghana, we will say, Yamanake, near the back, my name, that political interest in the fight for me.
Yes, that's it, obeying, but for Israel, sorry, Mamintu.
For Manuka and I'm working for you, Nana. Well, I can say, no, they can raise the example coming to know.
My light in your doom, any as one that way.
I started last week. Now, it was a transformer dinner, a problem is that the engineer supply the man, the cool, to Abona Sampa. You see down, see, now I'm a light in 5 hours. In 5 hours, I know what they see when I was almost a week. Wow. It wasn't easy. I think the example almost 24 hours in a young call and you hope to Africa. Now, okay, in some day, for some other Okudzeto Ablakwa, this is now, and I mean, we interest, I make a semi attacker. Okay, a panel is an also I was on now. So that any issue be at but the main thing is say, principles now, I think you own principles, no money, you principles. Because I say why is it based on principles and I can't have a personal reason you leave it to you. But all the principles are then you should be able to tell Ghanaians say based on this and that and that and that. You are my reason, but you are not seeing anything. Anyway, it is your own cup of tea. NDC for your best room. They not to about movie some parliamentarian. If I call Ejina Ho Eddie Magana. especially in the constituency I to Abamano, irrespective of where you feel. The moment of a year, member of parliament, a Ghana first. So if anything happens, and I say be a president or ministers, now I say Govt, not say they have thought about Ghana. I think they didn't do anything wrong. But the main thing is that to speak about these same people were happy. They are the leaders in the Baya, they said about Modram in this speaker of parliament. Then they have Govt ministers are, and they are Mumri Amuko. You see, I think we should be nationalistic. Ghana Suno Emra Munayama Ghana first in whatever we are doing. Because like I said before, they said the NDC for Corona. No question meaning Yadia Ababwa. Might say Asiedu Nketia, the current finance minister, so a lame duck then. I said, so was you now, that's a blue one, because we were near Kabiachro, but at the end of the day, Obian can because Okokano, a better work with Panatem. Can Ofori-Atta Ghana in the Wapa Paliti in Monde Maobo, and this is for finance ministers. You want to be in the Nato to a say, can Ofori-Atta. Is it possible to announce an annual that Pablo for an hour? Obian you will be to me, or the Nato to a saying another, nay, by the saying, only finance minister, and the best language is to be about yes at the end of the day. Okay. It's a great problem for ourselves. On Okoyane, Okoka say any idiot can go to court. At the end of the day, we are now he was in court. It was to be all used to karma is still there. That's it. The law of karma lives. Kwajo Poku Mahala, Mamintiu.
Okay, so our room, I saw down with Anamidram, Meno, Kazato. Now, my mother, unity radio, a tear for me at my 14 now. Opo emsamu bomu modin you papa because yet Ghana name so yet and some America which Maduma pa Edmonia pa emsamu yedwa or Marco Ghana Opo na Enkoswa Emamu by no mama where they said the daddy then Yano Momamiati and some there and in some area Yama Bonia Ekosu or Marco Ghana and then make it be and now Akufo-Addo say that's why Obian also in no smart. Now, I want to know smart now, and it's a police to not police to that they are running down here to both. And that's why some of the about the two Gary, some are here, as we get a dent in a maker, for this meeting no smart. Not a shin bottom, and send the bottom and listen, Nabot Asiedu, who could be an area, no, a big man can commit that. But don't you come or talk to me? Because it's young, no, no, your best. Yama police and among to me. Open and say, I will say, and keep them and collide for this. I'm going to do for I know my just Ghana, no much I see. And it's a million is a Ghana, yes, Mochina, and you just see 100 seats, and I'm about to 1 national party. And also in China, and some weekend, no, open most my grandpa, a boy, and who by my in a day. Women who are here, but I ever done and go. Nanka a tour at the camera, but never pronouncing. That's how I'm not to get never my police for them. No one for Bible. Yamaba Chenet today, and I soon let King. Your own person, but Chenet, but I'm running down now at the time of the offer. Who's the opposition ended for anti-airbodia? So when the Dexter Kosia, Aquaco, Allotey, Obo Abana say, NDC again, the NDC. What you say? Or we be on my Yabia, or better party Mubiano, or wouldn't tell any panel for Thomas, and I to be Joe Maya said, or the mother said, my uncle, and I said, I told him that what I went to the sun 54 so. Tana, anything I'm married, or with the and you are normal. Only 9 and Kabumu. Now, yes, acquire that's also I did Ghana, ever 2 tone, and my 2 Macano, said the Baya, ever 3 years. Now, we can get Yabada Tabano. The annuity lockdown last year, so you're 12 the other day. Yes, over America, Pana. The one she was the brigade, the member and for time the people who would or one she the movement to have. Then yesterday, again, yes, time I was young for one and way. Yes, yes. Your mom would be a end of the name of the area. You're one by Amon down for many.
Okay, yeah, that's a Kwajo Poku Mahala, Nyamin Council, Wabusha for Yabrani, Yabrani, Sabayanka, Tifo says, uti Unity Radio na said and na bi mo kan when I'm linking honey ade na unya ya ade abetumi ani say use Android phone akọ Play Store na download Unity Radio Worcester app no Play Store o download do ababi onam bia na obetumi tie in your car everywhere and run so obeti through you can even connect the phone to your car, the Bluetooth. Now, Alexa and so you can just talk to Alexa, play Unity Radio Worcester, and also Ebeye Juma. There are so many ways. Modern Ghana or which me tune in unityradioonline.com. So website the program runs live and your phone numbers and so I to but yeah, encourage you say just go on Play Store, net download because we all the data no from the phone na ne carrier for no ha dwen ni ade enti go on Play Store CCA na search for Unity Radio Worcester o search for Unity Radio Worcester na me pa cha o download app no na baby a wo Ghana wo Egypt wo Nairobi wo Kenya wo Ethiopia wo America any state wo Canada UK Germany France Holland baby a with me ATN na inyina ya kabo mu ye Ghana ni bedie na ya fight a common cause by making sure that young leaders know what is right for their country. Okay, maybe call Kalusha Boya Ken Kalusha ho na Manucho so aha na ye the summary point e dia mamo na ya sorry so but before that maminka say jumedi and na menu community radio so ewo eye kokobra enkura atwa ho ehie nyina no omu 80 na kai nso se nyame ya admo chena eye Good Friday ochena Easter Friday ochena na Yesu yebebo na sinuam no sorry kwesiada TTC echena se obekwa sorry TT o se echena TT Hello, Titi. Hello. Titi ngwa for line amfa. Okay, Abuzia, and that is how things are looking like now. Ochina no, programs manager say ochina. Yebeba na ye ni mo ba bishia. Titi.
Opo, can you hear me?
Yeah. What's your name? Yeah, so kasa ya ma 1 minute. Kaya sorry so yeah, my friend tell me your time ninti.
Oh, okay. Opo, I just want to say sometimes you guys, you journalists, you are doing you are helping, you are doing well. But sometimes you don't. I feel like certain things you guys fail to do, especially those in Ghana. Opo, we have a very serious situation with Electoral Commission when it comes to our elections. And I expect our journalists to be talking about those things and make sure whatever we're supposed to do as a nation, for us to not to be taken one day as a surprise, so that those things will be put in place.
Titi, you didn't talk about the topics we had today on the show. Every day has its own topic.
Today, you guys, I heard you guys discussing extensively on Allotey matter. What benefit for Ghanaians or as a country are we going to get?
Titi, are you setting the agenda for us? Hold on. Titi, let me ask you this question. I remember very well when I was at Rock FM, and then that issue between Kwabene Japan, Paula Foko, Abankwa, and the rest came. You had keen interest. You would always call and then opine. But hold on. Let me finish, Titi. I will let you talk.
I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about it.
But why are you saying of what benefit? Why are you saying of what? But you are trying to downplay the story.
You have asked me a question. Let me explain. What I'm saying is this Allotey issue has came up long time ago, even before the general election. Today we are still talking about it.
No.
We cannot continue like that.
Titi, listen. You see, that is what I'm saying. If you had also let me finish, you would have understood me. This Allotey Jacobs issue, it's a running story. Allotey Jacobs was on Kokroku yesterday. Did you listen to him and what he said? There were some central region women, including some constituency executives, who went to curse Allotey Jacobs with crocodile eggs and stuff. Did you hear about it?
I heard it. It happened because the issue, Allotey Jacobs issue, keep flowing in the country.
Okay, so if it is a running story and you are telling me it happened before the elections,
who is running it? Isn't it the journalists who are running the story that we are not going to have any benefit from it?
The same thing that when Paul Afoko's issue came, we were covering it extensively and you were happy. If it comes...
No, but if you say I am happy...
This is a political talk show. It involves economic, social issues, political issues, sports, whatever. So if we have go on the news now on CNN and look at the issue being discussed. Cuomo, the New York governor, he's having issues. It's been discussed yesterday. One Republican who is being accused of having a sexual encounter with somebody who is under 17 or a minor. It's in that is, even though there is the economy to talk about, there are pressing issues. We are in pandemic.
Titi, you are deviating.
Oh really? Okay, tell me.
The New York governor. The New York governor. You say New York governor.
Mm-hmm.
And you are talking of a Republican, someone who is a Republican who is having a position.
Allotey Jacobs. So you are telling me now, former President Trump doesn't carry news? Former no, this once no, Titi, listen. When somebody is a politician and belong to a party and they are having issues back and forth, this issue is everywhere. So why are you saying that you are telling? No, I strongly.
I'm the one who called.
No, but you don't control the show. You are the one who called. I understand.
But what I'm saying is, when just look at this. When NDC was in power, Allotey Jacobs was given a position. I remember very well. They say he was a member of the board for energy. Is it energy commission or whatever?
Electricity.
Yeah. And they came to the US here. And when we were talking about it, MPP supporters were saying, what is it that is in Allotey Jacobs' mind? That he should be a member of the board of the electricity. They were telling you this today. Allotey Jacobs is very important to them. You see, that is why I'm saying we have carried this Allotey Jacobs issue for too long.
No.
It is not helping the country.
Listen, Titi, maybe. No, let's be frank here. You know how I run my shows. I don't give credence to NDC or NPP. I run the shows and we talk about issues that are current. The program is current affairs. So if Allotey Jacobs went on Peace FM yesterday and gave us a big headline news that he knows what is going to happen in 2024 and he's going to laugh last, and he gave us sound bites and actualities for us to play and discuss. And then there were other central region women, NDC women, sweeping and getting Allotey Jacobs out of the party. You think, in your own estimation, it is not news? You think news is about only talking about what people will eat every day?
Oppo, please, with all due respect, we are in the US here. Are you saying you want to run your show like the Ghanaian journalists run their show?
No. Listen, I'm saying that the show is current affairs. So we pick.
No, even if it is current affairs, are you saying this is what you are telling me?
Okay, Titi, set the agenda. What topic did you want me to discuss on the show today?
I don't want to set our agenda.
Okay.
But we listen to you.
No. Listen. I understand. I am wrong for bringing. Let's assume I'm wrong for bringing the Allotey Jacobs. What topics do you have for our show today? Tell me the headlines.
We have, you guys, when it comes to look at Ofori-Atta issue, for instance. These are issues we should be talking about.
Did you listen?
Now.
Did you listen to the show? Did we not talk about Ofori-Atta's issue?
excessively like the way you are doing for Allotey Jacob?
No, listen. You see the problem. So you are being biased. So Ofori-Atta belongs to a certain party. You want us to talk extensively about him, but when we are talking about Allotey Jacob, because it affects NDC, you have a problem.
No. I'm not. No, I'm not. Well, if you
Titi, do you remember? Do you remember our show on last week? I don't know if it was Wednesday or Tuesday when Ofori-Atta went to Parliament. That I had my parliamentary correspondent standing by, and then I called him and I questioned him. Why didn't NDC do this with all the PDS and the scandals? We did discuss Allotey Jacob's Ofori-Atta extensively on my show last week. So why would you want me to keep? That is why we were. I don't know if you follow all the shows, but last week my parliamentary correspondent was on standby specifically for Ofori-Atta's vetting. And we did extensive analysis of the scandals that came, the bank collapse. Yes, sir.
The Minister for Finance, Ofori-Atta issue, should it be the concern for that should not be only for NDC people's concern.
I'm not saying. I'm not. You see, that is a. Look, Titi, that is the mistake. I'm not. No. Let me correct something. I'm not saying I'm doing the show for NDC or NDC. I said we are apolitical. We do issues and stories as and when they come. So.
Okay. So me, I'm not saying I want to set an agenda for you, but there are some issues that you should look at it that it is not important, especially we those of us we are in the US.
But
talk about people. Talk about look. Do you think a Democrat or a Republican will make such kind of news here? We get past that.
No, it hasn't happened. But if it does happen, listen.
It will not even happen. Nobody will listen to it.
No. You see, you are.
Nobody will listen to it. What is it going to benefit? What benefit?
Titi, you are. Listen. Listen.
Any other person.
I'm giving you the credence and the opportunity to go back and forth with me because we do the show for the community. But let me tell you this, Titi. We've been in this business for far too long. We are not saying we know everything, but no station, if it was in America, will not carry this story. What you can tell me is what is happening in Ghana will not necessarily happen in America. The fracases going on in Ghana will not necessarily go on in America. If you tell me that, then I will understand. But for you to say that if this issue, because in journalism, negative news even sells faster and sells better. In America, listen to the news a day, headlines, check the headlines and see the negative headlines against the positive headlines. So if you tell me that in America, if you carry this story, nobody will listen, it is not true. That is generalization. It is not true. But just tell me that maybe the way their democracy has grown, we've not gotten there, so this issue will not, because you will not see any Democrat or Republican.
If it has grown, and we are here, we are seeing the program has grown. Wouldn't we be doing things that we are here?
Today,
so if Ghanaians are discussing talking about Allotey Jacob and the NDC. For me, I'm not saying don't discuss it, but it should not be so expensive.
Titi. Today, honestly speaking, why did your NDC people, did you listen to the audios? I played one audio from Allotey and I played two from NDC. Why are your communicators going on radio? If you have anything to tell your NDC people that when Allotey speaks, or they shouldn't talk about Allotey Jacobs. But for us, we are a news station. We pick
you see, you have talk about Allotey Jacob issue. I'm talking about it right now. You brought it up.
Yeah.
So you, the journalists, are the one who you are fooling the whole thing. You don't want the case to die.
We don't want
the case to grow.
Did I tell? Well, you see, if you say that, then you are making me understand the angle you are coming from. Listen. Did I tell the central Titi, did I tell the Central Region women to organize themselves, pick brooms, go to the sea and get crocodile eggs to come and do live video?
When do you think they are doing that?
No, I don't know. I don't want to think for them, and I don't want to know that.
It is because.
Okay, Titi, let's end it here. We will have to go for the news.
For his case to continue going.
Okay, so I'm a news station. If you think that the Central Region people picked up brooms and crocodile eggs to keep the news going, and you're an NDC member, call them and tell them, hey, leadership, you people should make sure that we kill this case so it doesn't come in the news. But I'm a news station. You can't set an agenda for me not to discuss anything pertaining to Allotey Corps, but rather go and talk about Ofori-Atta. Whilst we had the whole of last week talking about Ofori-Atta, and even today on the show, we did still talk about Ofori-Atta.
If what I'm saying,
Asiedu Nketia is talking.
No, I'm just saying. For me, I don't see the importance of.
That is you. I understand. So don't generalize. That's my whole point. You might not be interested.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. There's no need for us to be talking.
No. If you say that, Titi, if you say there is no need for us, you are generalizing. You don't know how many people who have interest in that story and who call to also talk about that same story. They are
interested in that story because they don't have the interest in the Ghana in the development of the country.
No. It is not true. It is never true. Titi, time now so young for news.
Okay, let me land here. I said those people who want the Allotey issue to continue, they are interested. They are politically biased.
Yeah, just like you are.
They are politically. Can I speak?
Yeah. But
their interest is their party should be in power. Whatever the country is suffering, whatever it is not their concern.
Titi, listen. Titi, Utie Olumaya. When Olumaya called on the show, Utie Olumaya, I know you listen to the program, and you know some of the callers who call and the NDC people. When Olumaya called on the show today, did you hear what he said? He said from the past 2-3 weeks, anybody who was listening to us might have thought that we have an agenda even against the NPP. But when he's been listening to us and he's seen that this is the most neutral radio station he can trust. If you listen to his contribution from the start, you know. Listen.
If there's something we shouldn't say.
Titi, listen. You see, that is why I'm taking you back to when Paula Foko's issue was very high in the news. We were at Rock FM. Anytime Titi will call and even though he was an NDC guy, you will talk about this Paula Foko issue. But that time, what was it doing to the economy? Because by that time, NDC were in government. Why didn't you tell us by then that the economy is what we should be focusing on? The finance minister, the bigger violence is what we should be talking about, but not a focal fighting because they are not in government. You never said that, but you are rather having interest because you are also politically biased. Yes, sir.
You want me to be today the way I am? You want me to be like tomorrow?
Oh, you see? Okay, thank you, Titi. Now you have changed. Okay, so National Titi. That's you better also watch now.
Unity Radio, the voice of the people.
Okay, Unity Radio 103.9. Abuja, yadijumadiya ne bare we ba yanka we Titi. Yaba on say a news station. Even right now yeti hey. We cover politics, we cover sports, we cover social, economic news, any social events. See Manucho, catch on my then and I want see for tomorrow's show.
Yes, social. I mean, Kum Chacha.
Kum Chacha can't be. He's in the news. Listen, this is what Kum Chacha say. Kum Chacha says it is wrong to marry a divorcee. So what I say? Kum Chacha say it is wrong to marry a divorcee. Obi awawari ejai or no sofono say against Bible. So right now, your studio Hano. Yeah, try for Kum Chacha to get him on the show tomorrow and to try and get some pastors at the studio against Manucho and Kalusha so we can look at that social issue tomorrow. The fact is, Ghana were economic problems and yesterday crowd issue here. We did talk about doom so wasem any promises and another share doom so is a thing of the past and on community. But we can always be talking about news come and they go. Until you've once a current affairs program we've got to look at what is available today, what is happening today. We can't just skip and say, oh, Titi is interested in Allotey Corps in T and I am Kasa about Allotey Corps. Meanwhile, it is the biggest headliner. We talked about Asiedu Nketia. We talked about NDC meeting they held yesterday, and we talked about the president Easter statement to the country. And he speak to the country where he talked about coronavirus restrictions. We talked a whole lot about a bunch of topics. In TTT, you might have called to express your opinion about we are interested, because that is why when we come, we don't just divulge in one topic. We have various topics. Until the when you're done, now we're jay no at now I can't the were interest you. Kalu, Mama Sorrow, summary point, 30 seconds, Nenko news. Upon a make expose you, and I'll say about. Expose now make us say 137, expose. Other than Yanas. I be expose the minority caucus in parliament because that Bible allocations are every baby. What I say, and they say no sure say true there. Now more government now almost say corrupt government now more bonechino. That's what more be fetch. I go dikata say no first katase there. Oh. Is it until say the tree grant me katase sem katase there. Corruption and they are not so more preaching corruption no man. That's more sense some be baby. HS or more digidi arupu. Ghana, you are somebody. Okay, Kalusha, Ediano, you are somebody. Manager, who's the end say? You're quite instant to be answering. Yeah. And why? Atina say one India. Oh, Atina for no about on shade, meba, since I may be fabric wiring cocoa. Okay. At the same time, I am for announcement to inform quick. You knew by a friend, I am Mabel Cranting. Nima many Nina by Wabum, said he had 2 money and Rano. I am very sad. Now, obey a year, May 8th and 9th. Intimoma and Shannon, so I say a year no bayano. Emmanuel Assembly Pentecost, New Year 617 Lincoln Street, Church of Pentecost, they were Lincoln. We are doing a copium and a judo back 12 noon to 11 p.m. All protocols, COVID-19 protocols, will be observed into Ubam Bacho. Now, wash it. For mask, no social distance, dress code for the funeral, no see a black and red. Not Sunday na sorry, a Love and Faith Church 472 Main Street, and also I black and white. Iti ebebacho unimian sister Mabel Quarantine friend on nechene red na 2-in-1 there. I know a ding any ne hukani Captain Quarantine Martin, over to me from 508-612-8799, 508-612-8799, and answer 508-612-9107, 508-612-9107. So from Amo Ebejo, so Sanso and Amiankasa, Marcy Nimpon, Cecilia Chumesi, and so Washe ne Mame. It was a fan 5 days, so fanto at the phone, nim say, Yamia Duma, Memenda Abbey. 10 years abe mimi ndebe na otwe yes mimi ndebe na otwe na ordinance e 6 Lilac Lane Worcester MA edi na otwe da no pa no ndu kopim anwumre no nkron obekaya miankasa mase nimpo Cecilia Chumesi ono ho asem na ye kan sanso na Mark Chumesi Marcia me friend Boga papa na Sisi ni nua ba ko nso say Sisi na wabusuanim ono so di Cecilia Mensa ena afi in omunua bema penin eye Ofori-Atta na said the American no ye maami a we free min eye oba penin Veronica Frempoma aka Mami Asi ono ena we free mu a ene wama miankasa ma Cecilia Chumasi humia na watue ni sum na osu na niwa nyina ayi ya toton nsem ti Worcester for mama yen no so memenda be na otwe bacho anopa no ndu kopem anwumre no kon ya buy time nim say do betumi abeja open national na yakudi na otwe da King Kalusha will be there, Manucho will be there, Royal Baby will be there, Open National will be there, everybody from Unity Radio will be there, so we will be expecting you. We can't wait to see everybody coming. Enti mama yen no so na otwe da no masi Open National ase na otwe da mamencha masi anopa sisi Cecilia Chumesi mama wache Emma waha ena Boga papa Mark Chumesi so mema wache Emma waha amana Sisi Mensa so mema wache mo ha na Ofori miami nipa ajafori onso memo ache ma ha mema munyina ya akọ abusua ya di dwumadie ni isi anyame ya adoma ochena no pa programs manager nanka ya pe ochena being good friday off ba wanfa mai che be ne de ja ba be ne sa ba ochena Easter Friday intine pe say social. Now we'll be looking to getting this topic sorted. Achina ebe ja ofia ha obi awaware so say to me worry biem kum chacha say Kristo ni papa bia odi Yesu asem so bia oba ware jaya eni se obi aware no be ma ware jaya eni se obi aware no na till death to us part na ye ka no sa na Yesu kan no ochina will be getting more insightful analysis from the experts. Upon national meeting, but remember, I couldn't have done this all by myself, but with my able lieutenant, Ken Kalusha Boya, as Association of Sports Broadcasters Ghana, ya bobo wanshe guda. Wasa papa panzo wakufa Ken Kalusha atonoso. Ena Manucho, Magandi, Gaucho, Margarita, La Molina, Mpeme Huasem, Worcester, Massachusetts. They said there was some Massachusetts and odi matem royal baby show so. Say me bought Massachusetts me fa Houston kan. Onso so nipa kro de Massachusetts na ma no. Or the ma no chikrum. Wa mo Houston kan ho. Nti me de ode ma wa wo se me fa kan di wonam de kan ho. Na enra mo Yeshu anadwuna odi matem sa me tifie na me yere kra ra ho.
Say for beba. Obi so de biba na me di royal so atem. Ti say de ye jiko.
Udi esa Titi because I'm Morgan.
Yeah, but a very good morning afternoon to Titi.
Yeah.
I mean Titi is really I like the ending part say wasisan. Also no.
Also wasisan. I like that.
Wasisan. See and the young kind social issue I will take joke of assembly and fanton check. But I think on 2 NDC for that life should go beyond Allotey. But mo kan yen dey ba bekan.
You say a news station.
Me dey meka.
Programs manager necessity
exactly.
Yeah,
based on what they say.
Yeah.
I mean, we do what is news, what is current.
Yeah.
So once it is news and current, expect us to talk about it. No bagawaya, no shaking.
Hey, I David Agbanyaga message on about Facebook na we are.
Exactly.
No bagawaya. Okay, Busua, ya more copies 1043. Ya dia seda kese ma eja anansi nana nansi ewo menu community radio mo for programming live for Ghana. Ya kramo nyame ad much na. Ya sign mo bi share. Mr. Danso Dixon.
Look here, my friend. Our problem.
What's it Dick? Royal baby. Manucho maminka we no bakuntwa to. Manucho story no Arsenal. Now, this is the news. In the 1990s, Arsenal had a player called David Dix. When he was injured, the newspaper wrote a headline, Arsenal to play without Dix. The coach was upset, so the newspaper changed the headline to read, Arsenal to play with Dix out. A record number of women attended the match. The America will know. Yes, a non Arsenal match. If you see a Arsenal Bobuko no, a non Arsenal match, a Mabe share pa because you say Arsenal to play without Dix.
That means the women did not love Dix. So once Dix was on the pitch, they didn't want to come.
Yeah.
So
when Dix was out,
so that means women don't love Dix, right? Women don't love Dix because when
it seems like
so when Dix was playing, they didn't come. But now that Dick is out, they are now coming to
Dick
watch.
is out. Dix is out.
Sorry, Dicks are out.
No, Dix is out. It's a name.
Now that Dicks were out.
Okay, we say all work and no play. All work and no play. Make Jack a dull boy. Yeah, the Musi and the Moko Peace 1043. The news not wrong. So Yami had more channel place. I know Bishop. But remember, say ne Yawada in Bible Aquantreb 5 to 7 by Church of Christ will be on. Yakrama.
Look here, my friend. Our problem is our leaders. You remember our great-great-grandmother? Yes.